Notification sent out. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. This is going to be a message for the sign of Pisces. Pisces, my messages are timeless, so when you see them is when you're meant to hear them. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Also, please don't forget to hit the post notification bell so you can get alerts when my videos are posted. Pisces, if you're new to my platform, welcome. Please hit that subscription button. It would totally mean the world to me. Welcome everyone. Welcome to Friday. Come on in, say hello, meet you some new friends. Tap that screen, please, and thank you. The energy you give is going to be the energy that you receive. O Cosmic Creator, source of all life and light, you're my shepherd, guiding me through every valley, every shadow. I lack nothing, for you lead me beside the still waters and restore my soul. In your presence I find peace and strength, for you're with me always. Your rod and staff comfort me, and your love prepares a pathway before me, even in the face of adversity. Grant me the serenity to embrace what I cannot change, the courage to change what is within my power, and the wisdom to discern the difference as I walk each day in faith. In the presence of your infinite grace, I'm unafraid, for your kingdom flows through me as it does all creation. With deep gratitude, I give thanks for the miracles already set in motion in my life. Shift what must be shifted, move what needs to be moved, and illuminate my path with your divine light. Align my heart, my actions, and my soul with your will, for I know you have already provided the strength, guidance, and blessings that I need. I release all fear and I surrender fully to your higher wisdom. May your goodness and mercy follow me all the days of my life as I dwell in your sacred presence, now and forever. Amen. Hello, everyone. Welcome and thank you for being here. Hello, everyone. Welcome and thank you for being here. Happy Friday. So, the message that we have on the table for the collective today is celebration. Elevate your vibes and step into limitless abundance. Welcome, everyone. Come on in, say hello. Thank you guys for being here. Showing up and showing out. Elevate your vibes. Elevate your vibe. All right, let's see what your vibe is first and foremost, okay? So we got celebration on the list. Matter of fact, don't do that. All right, so something's being left out. Mind you, it's being left out deliberately. Also, I told y'all, bitch. Also, I told y'all something fishy is happening in the system. Because it's stuff that you did before that you're noticing you're having to do again. Y'all, don't complain over spilled milk. Just get it done. Only because we can, spend 1,001 hours trying to figure out what happened and why. Um, and will we ever get the right answer? Will we ever find out the truth? We may or may not. Hi, Sunny Sammy. Welcome. Thank you for being here. Cassie, hi. Tiffany, hi. Tyra, hi. Welcome. You guys come on in, say hello, get you some new friends. So you may or may not get the information that you need. Doesn't really matter. It's time to move on. All right. So the poll question, and I ain't gonna lie, I get it why, some things will kind of peeve you the fuck off. And I got something in my eye, y'all. I don't know what it is, so my eye may be turning red right in front of y'all because something's in it, and I can't get the shit the fuck out. Let me see. Here we are. Mind you, you about to make me mad. All right, let me see. What's gonna be the message? I'm gonna ask, which one do we want? All right, I'm gonna ask what type of blessings are you calling in, okay? But mind y'all, All week it should have been like a little fun vibe, written down and everything else. Again, we're not crying over spilled milk, but we damn sure is going to make mention of it because of the fact that you know that you have did something, may or may not have done something, and why would it have been taken out? Why would it have been adjusted? Meanwhile, there's other stuff that was there that is still around. So what was particularly upsetting about you changing the system in that way? Um, and for some reason, it's giving Ray J vibes like somebody did it first or something. Mind you, you was the person that did it, but somehow yours was tampered with. That's strange. Anyway, not gonna matter because the universe saw it. The universe knows who did what. Um, whether or not it was intentional or whether or not it was just glitches in the system. But there has been hella glitches in the system, so that could explain it, but it really don't fucking explain it because if it was glitches in the system, it would have also taken out everything else. So it's like something that is unexplainable. So elevate your vibe, step into limitless abundance. When your vibration is high, everything is coming in. All right, let's see. So mind you, it's about being triggered in a process also. Um, things that could be triggering. Deal with it. It's okay. It is okay. Just deal with it and go. All right. So let me help y'all out real quick because here we are, and this is the way every one of them should have looked all this week. Mind you, I was very very sure about it. So we're not even gonna, had to come and like the video and period. Hey, Majestic Grace, what you up to? How's your Friday going? And welcome to Friday, everyone. Bismillah. That's the beginning. So the beginning of the end. Here we are. Okay, poll question up. Hope y'all see it. Hope y'all like it. All of them should have looked like that this week with little emojis and thank you, notes and things of that nature. Mind you, oh, period. Thank you. Look, period. Run me up. It's Friday. Run me up. Yo, let's see if we can get, what can we get over here? I don't know. Let's see if we can get 30K maybe. So, tap that screen. Run me up. Um, and then, like I said, let's be mindful because BB, what is that? Y'all heard it. Another stuttering moment. Let's be mindful because Majestic Grace, let me know when it is time to return the favor because I can go over there, on your page, and I know you doing content and things of that nature too. So y'all be mindful. Let me know when it's time when we need to go reciprocate some energy and get on the bus. Okay. All right. So here we go. This say celebration. Let me. We not even gonna do it. We again because glitches are happening. We just gonna let it be what it's gonna be. Why this? What the hell is this? Y'all, it's just shit popping up out of nowhere, like out of nowhere. What is that? All right. So first and foremost, I want to get definition of celebration. Why? Because I like definitions. All right, so definition of celebration. A celebration is an act of honoring, rejoicing, or expressing happiness. Oh, why she do that? Oh, she got something in her mouth? I was gonna say, oh, she just sitting there like that. Um, all right, let's go back. Thank you, Majestic Grace. Majestic Grace, can you run shit over there anyway? Let the people know when they coming in, talk to them. Let them know, hit them buttons and everything else. And I got them on the way. As soon as I'm done. We already know. So Majestic Grace, you got that part. Let them know that we reciprocate energy over here. So tap that screen and do what thou needs to do. All right. So definition of celebration, but also I want to know the etymology of a word. Because y'all, it be messages inside of messages and we miss them because we don't just check. We just automatically assume that we know, and because it sounds like a party. Mind you, also to everyone that celebrates Halloween, be safe. I, am looking forward to seeing all the beautiful costumes and things of that nature. But be mindful because last night it was a message of, you know, vessels being needed. And so if vessels are being needed, that means you might not be the one occupying it, okay? So it's giving body snatchers around here. Be mindful. Energy, people, everything that is out that prey on things of that nature, PREY, of that nature. But also, I was telling y'all stories last night. If y'all want to figure out who laying next to you, PRAY, over them, on them, touch them. You'll start to see, the things that you need to see. Etymology of either word, don't know. We could look it up, but here we are because we're talking about celebrations and, parties and things of that nature. And it's fucking Friday. Friday's a good day. Y'all know it's when everybody, feels that they want to do whatever it is that they want to do. All right. Um, so etymology of celebration. The word celebration comes from the Latin root celebrare, which means to honor frequently, to assemble in great numbers, to make known, to solemnize. Hmm. Okay, so the Latin celebrare, to honor, to go to frequently, to make famous or known. That would make sense when it comes to celebrity. Hmm. Old French transition into celebration, Bracion, referring to a solemn observance or act of honoring. And last night when they talked about Hallows Eve, the name before it became Halloween, it was a celebration and honoring of the ancestors and things of that nature, your past loved ones. So be mindful. We was talking about this candle, and today I gotta go get my candle because the candle is important. So I gotta go get my candle to make sure because this morning when I woke up, first thing I heard was candle. So definitely gotta go get the candle. The color, I guess, is up to you. I'm, a little wavering on that. Good morning, Mike. Hi, love you. Thank you for being here. Mike over there with you. Majestic Grace. All right, so Kevin Gates added a post. You interacted with them recently. All right, well, um, stuff coming across the screen. Let's see. Middle English became celebration. CIO noun, mean like a noun. CIOUN. Became that, meaning a commemoration, honoring, or joyful observance. All right, so be mindful because we talking about this in the chat, in the title. And the original meaning of celebration wasn't just about joy, it was about gathering energy, which gave me energy harvesting also. So like I said, it is having a good time, but also making sure, because I hear he who devours. They was talking about vessels last night as I was sitting here in front of y'all. Whatever those messages was, those sideline messages were, I don't know what that was. Anyway, long story short, I had to go because what I got, the feeling, like the energy was fucked up anyway. But I got hit in the back of the head with a bottle, and so I don't know if this was a previous, happening, or if this is a happening, around now. Either way, long story short, as I was driving, because, it wasn't feeling good. It was feeling like giving me like I got dazed. And then somehow either it was a blackout, but a concussion, or all the way you don't exist anymore. So when I got into the store last night, like this person hit whoever got hit or whoever's getting hit them so hard that as I was walking in it right here, like literally, and I don't know if this is like a point where, it could, you know, get you off this planet. But as I was in the store walking around trying to get my drink, I was still moving as if I was under whatever that whatever came from that message. And I ain't gonna lie to y'all, that shit felt fucked up. So please be very careful if it is somebody that, you're going out and you are around that type of environment, because the person didn't see, it wasn't no commotion, no nothing. Just out of nowhere, I got hit. And mind you, like I said, I was sitting here, but I felt the hit to the tune of like literally lights out. That shit was crazy. So thank you, Mike. Love you. Thank you for that. So be mindful. Okay, so to celebrate meant to amplify an energy. So it was about gathering energy, attention, and presence around something sacred or important. So they did it around the day, the people, and everything else. Some people are using this energy to, talk to their ancestors. And okay, so then there was another thing. And I'm probably getting ready to be in a shit storm, because apparently I'm picking fights with everybody on the internet, okay? Why? It's not that I want to pick fights. It's just that a lot of people are talking, and a lot of people are talking, but they're not talking togetherness. A lot of people are talking separation and all the bullshit that we have already, dealt with. And we're talking about raising the vibration. Raising the vibration isn't about, separating or you calling somebody fat, ugly, stank, whatever it is that you can call them. It's not about that. Like, that's gonna get people running away from you, not coming towards you. So there was this little Jamaican lady, and beautiful girl, very beautiful, but the whole time she was talking, I just wanted to tell her to shut the fuck up, because we get it. And so her pet peeve was with the American people who are, mind you, she's talking about us, people of color. And the thing that I'm getting sick and tired of when it comes to, and I know y'all seen the vibe change because I definitely need to say it, African, Jamaican, Caribbean, y'all niggas is black. And at some point in time, I know y'all got that cute little voice and y'all want to be, so far away from the Americans that are, in the U.S. But shut the fuck up. Because y'all ancestors are our ancestors. Like, y'all be forgetting, like, y'all come from the roots of black. This bitch is, and I ain't mean to say it like that, but this bitch is over here talking about the Americans are ungrateful and they're, complaining and shit. My bad, sweetie, that we don't get stuck in fucking tropical storms or whatever the hell that is all the time, and they're complaining. Should they be complaining? No. But at the end of the day, y'all come the fuck over here and y'all do a whole lot of weird ass stealing, lying, and making people think that it's us, and it be y'all. So, until everybody figures out that we all black, and this bitch gonna say, if they come back, the ancestors should do their thing. Bitch, their ancestors is your ancestors, ho. That's weird. Like, how y'all don't know that all of y'all is black? I get that y'all want to be, so separate and this, that, and the third, but y'all only want to be separate while y'all there until y'all get here. And then y'all, fall in line with the culture, this, that, and the third. So I get what she was saying. Either way, my spirit said, go in there and say, da-da-da-da-da. So I went in there and I started caps locking on people and, started saying some shit. But I said it nicely, not like I'm saying it right now. Because, again, togetherness is about, we got to finesse the situation. So we got to talk a little nicer when we coming at people. Meanwhile, I can say what I want to say to y'all. Either way, the point of it is we not separate. We are the same. And sometimes you need to go and communicate with the people. Let them know. Like, y'all, we over here, we each one teach one. Y'all don't have to be complaining. Let's figure out what we can do to, be a little, have a little empathy about a situation. That's it. That's all. But for saying that we don't need to go somewhere and for us not to come back, and that the ancestors, like, what ancestors do you got that ain't ours? Like, somebody explain it to me, because I'm confused. Every time I turn around, it is something about separation and not bringing things together, because we have to raise the vibe, and raising the vibe means we got to get together. Yeah, it might be some shit about you that I don't like. is it hurting me to teach you? This is the culture. This is this. This is how we make it when we are here. This is how, this happens quite often here. So it's no need to be alarmed. This is what we do. But just to, try to outcast somebody based off of, and she was bonding with the white people. It's always that. Because somehow let me get in. Like, y'all, stop that shit. Stop that shit. Stop that. And I mean, it's for everybody. Because I'm not just saying the black people need to bond and leave the white people out either. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is black people need to start with the fucking black people. And first of all, I don't give a fuck whether you got a Caribbean voice, a Caribbean nothing. Your ass is black. Dominican, Puerto Rican, Spanish, black. Whether or not you want to claim it or not, y'all want to claim it when y'all out in the street and you're hanging out, or when you face down, da-da-da-da-da, y'all become real black then. But it's always when it's necessary or when it's convenient for y'all to, diss or, discuss the black people in a wrong way. That's all of a sudden when you not, that's not a vibe. You use a real turncoat. And so I'm probably getting ready to be beefing with, everybody. But mind you, my spirit also telling me, when you see this, check them. Check them. Because then I was waiting on somebody else's post the other day. Mind you, I'm not even this type of person. But the universe is saying, like, you can't keep letting this shit slide. Because if we trying to raise the vibration, these motherfuckers need to get it, and they need to get it quickly. Separation is not it. We already been separated enough. That's how we got here. We need to bond together to get us out of the shit that we're in now. Hello? I'm not arguing with none of y'all. I'm not beefing with y'all. Y'all, am I my brother's keeper? Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Mind you, then I'm over here arguing with the bodybuilder community because apparently Mike Rashid thinks that it's cute to put up, people arguing and beefing with fat people and this, that, and the third. But I told y'all he said that shit before. He said it himself out of his mouth when he called Lizzo fat. I ain't like that shit. Because to me, why are y'all... He said it's called fighting for what's right. I can't see that because my microphone is right there. Yes, it's called fighting for what's right. So, and y'all know I love Mike Rashid. I didn't talk to y'all about him before. But anyway, he got this little thing that he done took from Instagram when I said something over there. And now he done put it on, Facebook. But y'all have to be mindful. Some people just like, what is that called? Rage bait. Some people like rage bait. Mind you, is that not low vibrational? I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, because, maybe it might just be, hey, let's just spark, whatever conversation. And that might be what people think. But at the end, to treat people with compassion should not be hard to do. Treating people with compassion is not hard to do. Treating people with love is not hard to do. You know when it's hard? When you ain't got it in you. When you ain't got it in you, it's hard to do. So this is the reason why people consistently keep doing the same patterns of behavior. They ain't got no love in them. Probably don't even know what it is. And so it got posted again yesterday over on YouTube. Mind you, I don't even know why, and I'm telling you, the universe clearly got to be, either fucking with me or just making sure that I see everything running. Because mind you, I ain't seen nothing from that man since I got told to fucking delete his ass. So I ain't seen nothing from that man. Then all of a sudden I get on Instagram and the Instagram pops up him. I ain't seen him. So universe said, go over there, leave a nice little note. I left a nice little note, and said hearts and everything else. And then go on and get. Ain't seen nothing from him since, right? Since I wrote that. Mind you, this ain't been nothing but a couple days. All of a sudden, I logs into fucking YouTube. Guess the first thing I see? Oh, universe, you trying to fuck with me because you trying to see if I'm gonna say something because, I like him. So I don't want to, drag him or nothing. But at the end of the day, if you posting shit like that, that says to me that you approve of the message because it's your message and this message. So you clearly approve of the message. And why are you doing that if you are a person that says you sit in a seat of honor, collaboration of, you know, universe. Like, he teaches that. So what's up with that? And why you not checking your little bald-headed ass friend? But this is the thing. People attend to people, the word attend was not in there. So, you know, whatever that was. But people sometimes let their friends have a past, not realizing, get your people. Check your motherfucking people. Tell your people that, you know, we collectively are vibrating or moving differently. And it's cool, and we understand, because maybe the fat dude maybe was rage baiting them, because, you know, fat dude was asking, you know, if niggas need cookies and this, that, and the third. I ain't never heard nobody get asked about a cookie argue. The only reason why motherfuckers is mad over somebody offering them a cookie is because he was fat. Now, if I offer a person a cookie, or somebody, you know what I mean, anybody else offer somebody a cookie that ain't obesely, you know what I'm saying, heavily overweight, they might be mad if I offer them a cookie. You see what I'm saying? Either way, when has any ever offered anybody something to eat ever triggered anybody in a way to speak very foul of that person? And Majestic Grace says she want a cookie, shit. Offer her some. You see what I'm saying? He might have just been offering it to the wrong person. Either way, the cookie should not have triggered bad behavior and assault on somebody's whole entire existence. That's disgusting. And so the person said, that wrote the note, that's disgusting. And so I went under and I said that when it was on Instagram, and now it's over here. So I might have been, you know, feeding the fuel to the fire. Either way, then somebody else probably with male pattern baldness or anything else, or what is it? Allergic to fat people came and they said, I think they more or less was saying survival of the fittest. I don't know who told y'all, or who hasn't told y'all, but y'all do realize it's many a bodybuilder in the fucking cemetery, right? It's many a bodybuilder 20, 30, 40, 50 in the cemetery, right? So just because you out here, you know, juicing and everything else, mind you, how the fuck y'all be talking and y'all be on steroids and all types of other little nasty ass shit? Pumping up your body full of, like, y'all be most like the hypocrite, no, the pot calling the kettle or the kettle calling the pot. So how y'all out here injecting, inflecting, and everything else, but meanwhile, y'all got time because you took a little extra, you know, 10 minutes of your day to take your bitch ass to the gym, and now you got time to talk about somebody. Good. I'm glad that you take care of yourself. Great. That don't mean you won't die today, tomorrow, or the next day, okay? Faster than that fat motherfucker that y'all was talking about. So how about that? Either way, it's better ways to discuss or talk to somebody other than being disgusting. So, you know, there is that. So the universe got me beefing now out here with everybody. Like, don't just let that slide. Say something to this person. So now I could potentially about to be arguing with everybody. At this point, I don't even care, because they can say whatever they want to say. I'm probably going to go on and it's probably going to make me laugh, you know, because universe, why you got me being the, you know, because these niggas should be checking them. Like, I just got here. That's their friend. I check my friends. When I had friends that's why they not my friends no more. Majestic Grace said tag her, period. You know what I mean? I'm going to have to get my friends to go look at that. You know what I'm saying? So if guess what? I got my people going to come too, period. Exactly. Thank you. Y'all make sure y'all scoop her all right on up. Y'all get y'all some friends. But this is what the universe got me doing, because the universe said these people out here sitting in seats and lying. These people out here sitting in seats and lying because they saying, you know, community. Meanwhile, they over here got an assault on certain different types of people. If we the community, everybody's in the community. White, black, green, yellow, fat, skinny. But, you know, I don't understand what it is with y'all and people and being their authentic self or being an original. Why everybody gotta be a cookie cutter? Why everybody gotta be a cookie cutter? So everybody gotta have the same physique. Everybody gotta have the same waist size. Everybody gotta have the same fucking face. Y'all attracted to that? What happened to the melting pot? What happened to individuality is what makes the world great? What happened to everybody, each one teach one? Like, you know what? When life was great, and I'm gonna tell y'all when life was great. Life was so great when people, freedom of speech is great. But if you come at me with an assault and I, piece your ass up, then they go to jail. But, at one point in time, it was a thing. You do this, and I hand you your ass. We didn't got, far away from that. But for some reason, the people that go to the gym, think that, and a lot of them might be boxers, MMA, this, that, and the third. Hopefully. But even though you are a boxer and MMA and, jujitsu and everything else, it's somebody else that's doing it too. It's somebody else that's doing it too. That, maybe bigger or smaller than you, that might hand you your ass. And then what you gonna be talking about? Because everybody should think they're the greatest. Everybody should. But also everybody should watch how they treat people, because it don't hurt to have morals and values. It don't hurt to be an honorable person. Like, and at the end of the day, I don't give a fuck, because guess what? My number is, let me tell you what it is. So you can call me and say whatever the fuck you gonna say, because I ain't running from nobody and don't even really too much care. Because at the end of the day gonna end, and y'all need to do better. I don't really want to give y'all my phone number, because then y'all gonna be, but matter of fact, let me not, because I said it, so let me just go ahead, because guess what, in case anybody want to try it, I answers, okay, period. Because what the fuck is wrong with y'all people? 404-590-8620. That's my number. So call me if any of y'all muscle-bound, bald-headed ass niggas got something to say. Because I'll cuss you the fuck out for real, in real life. And talk to God about it. Because at the end of the day, I'll stand up for the little guy that can't stand up for themselves, that y'all seem to think that y'all should be going around bullying. And I feel like everybody's bullying. Because if it's being shared and repeated multiple times around the internet, that means that y'all are assisting the bullshit. So all of y'all, and I don't care who it is, because ain't none of y'all my friends. All right, so and Majestic Grace says she got my back, period. All right, y'all come on and say hello. Y'all get y'all some friends. Welcome, Mindy. Thank you. You see they got you, Mindy. Get y'all some new friends, please, and thank you. Yeah. So there's that. That's the number. Call me if y'all got something to say, because I'll say exactly what I said even still. Because if y'all not going to act like, y'all the grown men, but y'all acting like little girls picking on people, that's crazy. And whether or not your mama, your daddy, or your friends won't tell you, I'm going to tell you, because that's crazy. So the original meaning of celebration wasn't just about joy. It was about gathering. So, sometimes you got to gather the energy. Sometimes you got to gather them together and let them know we not going to stand for this. We not going to tolerate this shit. Okay? We're trying to raise the vibration. And so in the raising of the vibration, sometimes we got to stop and say, y'all, we get ready to go to another level. This is the next level. We understand that, everybody's not going to look like us. Everybody's not going to, be raised like us. Everybody's not going to understand. Everybody's not. But we can have some compassion in life. We can have some empathy in life. And we can either, help them or don't fuck with them. Those are your choices. Help them or don't fuck with them. Leave them alone. Let the next person who knows how to handle that type of situation deal with it. It may not be for you. And if every time you gotta, say something, you got a name call, because, I name call too a little bit in there. Nobody's gonna like that though. You see what I'm saying? Because there's names that can be called. I don't know why everybody don't understand. There's something about everybody that can be called to the table. Like, I don't know nobody walking around here that's perfect. There's something in your past, there's something in your present that can be called to the table. So if you don't want nobody doing it to you, don't do it to nobody else. Please and thank you. because there's still things. Shit, half of y'all running around here, lifting a whole lot of weights, taking away from where it should be. And that's why y'all acting the way y'all acting, because y'all got little man syndrome. But we not going to discuss that. So let's be mindful. Okay? You're not going to be everybody's cup of tea. And you shouldn't want to be. But we don't have to, taint the water or anything else just because it's not for us. Go on and take your ass somewhere else. Go do something else. Leave them people the fuck alone. And that might be what they saying to me right now, but guess what? God said, say something. Because it's disgusting. It's disgusting behavior. Get it together. Anyway, the definition of celebration is an act of honoring, rejoicing, or expressing happiness with something meaningful. It's a moment where joy, gratitude, and recognition merge into elevation or elevated vibration. Whether a milestone achievement or simply the gift of life itself. Spiritually, a celebration is more than just a party. It's a frequency. It's a party, it's a party, it's a party. Yeah, they said it's a frequency. It's a frequency. All right. So, and I don't want to, just so y'all know, honestly, for real, I don't want to argue with nobody, but if in fact I do have to, I'm good at it. I promise you. I don't like, caps locking on nobody or none of that, because I don't do that. That's not my forte. But if y'all not going to do it when y'all see it, then I'm going to be the one that says, don't do that. Please stop that. Please stop that. Thank you. Take your motherfucking ass on. Anyway, when it's your soul acknowledges, it's when your soul acknowledges expansion, growth, and divine timing. You're saying to the universe, I see the blessing, I receive them, and I'm ready for more. The etymology from the Latin word, it means to honor and to assemble, to make widely known. All right. So take that and go with that as you will. So now a celebration, we stand to honor. So to honor and elevate your vibe and step into limitless abundance. Sometimes the reason why we don't elevate is because of the people that are around us. And because of some of the things that, we accept and act like we don't see. Hey, Marcel, love you. Thank you for being here. Are we the frequency police? I guess, especially when the vibration or the vibe is nasty, negative, low. Yeah. Am I my brother's keeper? Yes, I am. I see you doing that. I see you doing that. So maybe we should figure out a better way to, help or to assist or to grow. That might be, the lesson here. Stepping into limitless abundance. I celebrate the flow of my divine abundance. Everything I desire is already finding its way to me. So more than manifestation, because we talked about how our emotions play into, all the situations. We've been riding this wave for a whole entire week. Every time you choose gratitude over fear, you unlock new portals of prosperity. Every breath you take in trust becomes a wave that carries blessings your way. Every moment you align with joy, the universe multiplies it tenfold. And a lot of y'all see blessings coming in. It's also the small things, like, stuff that maybe people don't take a look at or people don't have an attitude of gratitude for. It's like even when somebody steps up for you. Like, do you know have any of y'all ever been bullied before? In any type of way? And then somebody, a stranger out of nowhere comes and they stop the bully from doing whatever it is. And then all of a sudden now you and this person develop, whatever type of friendship, And that thing is what was necessary and needed for that person to, to be the change. The person never had to say anything. It was just somebody showing up and defending them. Do y'all know that some people in this world has never, ever had anybody show up for them and defend them? They don't even know what that feels like. They're just so used to people beating them down, kicking them in the face when they're down, and continuing to beat them while they're down. Who's going to love them? Meanwhile, it's people that say, they are honorable, true people. They come in love, light, and this, that, and the third. They are God's chosen. But meanwhile, they beating these people down. How you God's chosen and you condoning beating people down? How are you God's chosen when you're beating people down? How are you God's anything when you have no love in your heart? So maybe you must be on assignment, because God put them people here too. So you must be on assignment. Gotta be. Because that would be the only way to explain it. So this is where, they say kill, steal, destroy. Destroying somebody's sense of character, destroying somebody's anything is not good. Y'all want y'all brothers to come to y'all in silence and in peace to address it and adjust it, but y'all want to badger and beat people down out loud. Because technically, somebody would say, oh, well, you're not supposed to be saying that. You're supposed to go to your brother in private. But they beating this nigga down out loud. Everybody wants respect, but don't nobody know how to give none. In order to be respected, you got to be respectful. So don't ask nobody to give you nothing that you're not willing to give nobody else. Why are you more important than the fuck they are? You're not. So if you're hoping for abundance, you are abundance. You are it. You are everything that you're looking for, everything that you're asking for, everything that you're seeking is seeking you. You're already it. You're not waiting for alignment. You embody it. This is why it's so easy for you to spot it and say, maybe that's not right. Like, that's not right. I have to say something about that, or I have to do something about that, or, I got to step in. Do you want to? Nope, because I don't. I'm not even going to lie to you. I'm not even that type of person. Because in real life, like, it makes me want to pull up to you. Like, what I mean? Where you at, though? Like, let's talk about it in real life. And because I know I have that energy, I stay out of shit. And plus, my mama told me, don't start none, won't be none. But mind you, I didn't start it. They started it. And now the universe said, you seen it. They put it there. It's publicly for everybody to say it and see it. So somebody need to say something. You don't co-sign bullshit. If you co-signing bullshit, what do that say about you? Because what was the point? Like, we see y'all work out. We see y'all, like, we see it. You always around here running around naked. We see you. I love that for y'all. I love that for us, because shit, if not for nothing, I like looking at it. But at the end of the day, if it's ugly on the inside, eventually it's ugly on the outside too. It's a whole lot of beautiful ugliness running around here. Like, you did all that work to look so good only to be a trash can of an energy. So what was the work for? You might as well have been looking like him, because that's what y'all look like on the inside. Your outside may be cut up, but your inside look like him. Fucked up. Take it how it resonates. And if you're mad, call your mama. Don't call me. But, if you're mad and you got something to say, I gave you the number. Fucking say what you want to say, bitch, because I said what I said. Anyway, the universe is throwing a celebration in your honor. Can you feel it? The energy around you is shifting to pure expansion, because we're growing. Even stepping outside of our box. Sometimes, we don't want to say certain things, but guess what? The universe called for you to get your ass online, get your ass on the camera, get your ass wherever it was, step up and say whatever it is that the universe is now calling you to be involved in. Handle that. Because the universe knows that you deserve it. The universe knows that you can handle it. You got this. You've outgrown the old patterns where you sit by and you see da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. You passed that. The small thinking and the doubt. Now it's time to step into your divine rhythm, the frequency of abundance that has always been yours. This is about so much more than monetary, because people always seem to think that, if you got a whole lot of money, then you're rich. A whole lot of people that got a whole lot of money is rich and mad at everything. We see it every day. Y'all hear me say, how you got that much money? You wake up nasty. How you wake up and you just really, your focus is on belittling and bringing somebody else down. Like, to me, that don't make no sense. Y'all could do so much more other stuff to be known for. Like, you could change the world. You have the means to change the world. And meanwhile, you wake up every day and try to figure out how to put your foot on somebody else's neck, how to climb a little bit higher into a place where nobody really likes you anyway. But in the process of that, you stomping on the people who, come to you, support you, watch you, maybe admire you, everything else. But this is the behavior that y'all got. I told y'all, elitism is a hell of a drug. Elitism is a hell of a drug. Because people always want to feel so much better than somebody else. They wake up and choose violence. Remember, you used to say it every day. They wake up and choose violence every fucking day. Every day. Y'all, because this thing blends in with the words, so that's why I had to put my hand there. Yeah, they wake up, choose violence every fucking day. Meanwhile, instead of waking up saying, how can I assist? How can I change the world? How can I elevate? Because you know what they got stuck in their head? And it's this thing, but they don't understand how conditioning has been a thing. And it could be true in so many different ways, because you don't have to, because again, a money thing. They'll say, oh, if you give somebody this, da, da, da. No, it don't even have to be that. It could be knowledge, wisdom. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like giving somebody the tools. You know how when they say, instead of giving them a fish, you teach them to fish, it'll last a lifetime. What if the people, and even getting off the man, it's just so many more things around here. Y'all don't know how people was raised. Y'all don't even know, people don't even know how to take a bath. Like the simplest things in life that people think that some people should know how to do, because to y'all, it's normal. To everybody, brushing your teeth should be normal, right? Some people don't know how to do that. They wasn't taught that. These people just grew up. So be mindful. That's just like me going into a different, culture in life, right? Mind you, these people tell you to take a bath like this. This is how I've been taking a bath my whole entire life. And now you want me to do it differently? Mind you, I can still hit all the points, this, that, and the third, da, 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 da. But if there was an actual, follow this line, first you do this, like, they might be taking a bath backwards. You know what I'm saying? Washing their ass and then washing their face, everything else. Mind you, nobody ever taught them how to do anything different. This is what they did on their own. First and foremost, let's clap for the fact that they even took a bath. Secondly, because if nobody was supervising, guess what they could have been? Little nasty, stinking ass, dirty motherfuckers, for real. So we take for granted so many things, that thinking that people know because we know. Just because we know don't mean somebody else knows. It could be as simple as that, and I kid you not. And sometimes just taking 5 minutes to get to know, somebody, like, why does this person think like that? Like, why is this a thing? And then after you get to knowing somebody a whole lot more, then, you get to actually step into a little bit of their life. You start to see, okay, this is why, this person, thinks like this. Or, they might not have had cousins, because you know what they say about your first friends? Your cousins are your first friends. And your cousins normally are like, should be, or your friend, your best friend, or maybe your worst fucking enemy. You see what I'm saying? But, either way, if they don't have that, and they don't have, they didn't have the community, or they didn't have the family, and maybe they didn't have, the parents at home, this, that, and the third, they could have been, at work making sure that the person was eating or keeping a roof over their head. Either way, the point of it is just because you know something, don't assume that somebody else knows something. Don't assume somebody else knows something. It's like, growing up and wearing shoes and this, that, and the third. Some people was passed down shoes, from one person to the next person to the next person. They never knew what size shoe they wore. And you can tell that why people's feet be jacked the fuck up. And then they be wondering, like, you wondering, like, why did your parents never, buy you, hey, Ken, welcome, thank you for being here. Why didn't your parent tell you or teach you that when your shoes, felt this way, that you should go, tell them that they are too small and get another pair? Well, what if the parents didn't have money to get other shoes? What if they was just getting whatever they had? And now, it's that's what's in the person's mind. They don't know. They just, put on shoes and, whatever. Meanwhile, then it could be, somebody that's different, that parents bought them fucking $1,000 shoes, and everything was good. Da 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 da. You, the $1,000 shoe wearing person, just assumes that everybody buys $1,000 worth of shoes, $1,000 pair of shoes. No, that's not the way it is. Everybody grows up the way they grow up. Everybody also lives the way they live. Y'all don't know a lot of shit that goes on at people's houses. Mind you, we talking about elevating the vibe. It's about having some compassion and also being able to have community with people, and also understanding that everybody's not the same as you are. Everybody's not the same as you are. So we may have to have a little bit of, leeway and this, that, and the third on, why this person acts the way they act, or why the people, like with the girl, why the American people are behaving in such a way, the black American people, because she made specific to make sure that we knew it was the black people and not these people, what she said. So the black people that was born in the US, like, Jamaican people, for some reason, every time I go to Jamaica, it just seemed like they mermaids, like, fish out of water. That can all Jamaican people swim? I don't know, but to me it seems like they can, because most of the time I go to, resort areas, and this is the culture. Now, am I ignorant or wrong for thinking that all Jamaican people can swim? Probably. Because just because you grow up, on an island or around the place, don't mean that you can swim like a mermaid. But should you? I would think. Either way, the point of it is them people that are from here, it's like when I moved to Texas. And first and foremost, Texas is in the U.S. But Texas seemed like it's its own fucking, everything, right? Because Texas can have rain, sleet, snow, hail, sun, and whatever else at the same damn time. And if you live in Texas, then you know. Or if you ever lived in Texas, then you know. Mind you, Texas sun is different from any sun in the U.S. Texas sun feel like it's sitting right here. Like literally right here. I don't know why the sun seems so close, or why, like, when the whole time I was in Texas, I wore long sleeve shirts. Mind you, not for no, religious or none of that. But every time I went outside, I had on a sweater and something, because literally Texas sun is different. And then she said all in the same damn day, and not lying. I literally took so something happened, and I had to go pick up one of my trucks from a different place in a trailer, right? Mind you, I had never driven a semi by myself ever. But now, because one of my drivers went to, where the fuck this nigga went to? One of the bases way down in Texas, right? That far. Nigga gets locked up when he went to the base. So on this particular base, they pulled the military equipment off at the gate, and then they called a tow truck, and they sent my tow truck and my motherfucking trailer to a fucking tow place there. Now, I don't know how long this nigga's about to be in jail, because this nigga got to get extradited from Texas back to fucking Georgia. Mind you, this is also my nigga at the time. All right, so he makes the phone call, trucks being impounded, you got to go to fucking Texas. Girl, no, it was further than fucking Killeen. Like, literally, this shit was crazy. It took me a day to get from wherever it was to fucking Dallas to my dad's house. That's how deep, like, y'all don't know, Texas is big as fuck. And it took me a day to get from there to Dallas, just so you know. And in trucks, you can only, do a certain amount of hours and everything anyway, right? A whole fucking day. So he was down almost by, like, getting ready to go into, because I want to say not San Antonio, but because like in certain parts of Texas you can cross right over into Mexico, like you can walk right over this shit, right? But anyway, so now I got to get on a flight from Georgia to fly to wherever the fuck this shit is in Texas. Yeah, almost close to New Mexico. That's where he was. It was whatever military base was down there, because literally all this shit happened on the base. And then he had to be extradited from there back to Georgia. So when I get off the plane, mind you, did anybody hear me say I never drove a semi by myself? it might have been Fort Bliss, but I don't know. I can't remember, but it was far. And so never drove a semi by myself, right? Not only do I now got to drive a semi by myself, because everybody else, all the, other people that could have even attempted to come help was already on loads. I'm the only one with a CDL that ain't doing nothing. So guess what I got to do? And mind you, I was mostly the recovery anyway. But most of the time when I had to do recovery, I would be meeting, whoever, and they would either be riding back, whatever. It would always be somebody around whenever I had to do a recovery mission, right? Anyway, ain't nobody around for this recovery mission. Mind you, guess who name everything is this all my shit. So if I leave my truck sitting there, guess who gonna have to pay for this? This ain't like nobody else's truck or anything else where a person would say, well, why didn't you just let them? Nah, nigga, all this shit is mine. I gotta go get it. So I hops on a plane, I touch down, I gotta go figure out, one, where the toll place is, two, y'all, the fucking trailer, just so y'all know, is a step deck trailer. Mind you, it's one of the step deck trailers that, because we had a couple of customized trailers, and we did heavy haul. So this particular step deck trailer, I ain't never fucked with this trailer. Like, the dude that, I've never fucked with this trailer. When I get to the toll yard people, the fucking trailer is backed into the tightest spot that they can put this bitch in. And mind you, ain't nobody get ready to help me get this shit the fuck out. So I gotta now, put my big trucker drawers on and figure out how I'm about to get a trailer that I've never driven before, a customized trailer all on top of that, and then get it back to Georgia. But at first, because my aunt is always, on go for me. I called my aunt, told my aunt what I had to do. My aunt said, I'm going to fly to your dad's house. So I'm going to fly to your dad's house. My dad went to go get her. I flew to the other location. And now I got to drive from there to Dallas to pick up my aunt to drive with me back to Georgia because, I'm trying to be safe and, I'm figuring, but I still got to go far. Anyway, so I gets the damn trailer out of the spot. Thank God it was somebody else that was around there. So he watched, all my corners and everything, got the trailer out of the spot. Mind y'all, at this time, I wasn't really as efficient. Like, I actually had tied down my own military shit before, but I wasn't as efficient as I became later on with some of this equipment, right? Anyway, so I get that shit out of there. I'm driving. Mind you, I'm scared shitless because this trailer is big as fuck, okay? Just so y'all know, I did fuck up a little bit, but I didn't hit nobody or anything else. I realized after I got to the truck stop, because I had to go fuel this bitch up. After I got to the truck stop, I realized that I had left the binders and all that shit that you normally tie down and stuff with. I had left that on the back of the trailer. Shit could have flew off, killed somebody, anything. Mind y'all, okay? I never saw the shit. Anyway, so by the time I get to the truck stop, and now I get to look and, go over everything, put everything where it goes. Now, this is the shit that I'm talking about Texas and the weather. It was sunny as fuck. Sunny. I kid you not, I start driving and I go through, one little city, another little city, going through Texas. But mind you, Texas is open land. Open. When the cops come for your ass in Texas, they be having Corvettes and shit like that. Like, they get muscle cars. They will run your ass down. Because Texas already know you gonna run. It's open space. They gonna make sure that they gonna catch your ass. So I'm getting on the road and I'm just driving. Everybody's calling to check on me, make sure I'm going. Like an hour or two, y'all, the shit hits the fan. I go through an area. Why is it snowing? I just told y'all where I just picked up from. It was sunny as I don't know what. Like, it was hot. Now, this is where the problems start. But this is also where God steps in. The universe is never far behind, I promise y'all. So as I'm driving, because now I got the CB on, because he trained me to make sure that, you ride with the CB on, to make sure that, whatever, because people will help you. There is a thing like trucker gang, they will help you, right? But God be talking, y'all. God be talking sometimes, and y'all don't even know. Like, that wasn't a person. All right, so I'm driving. All of a sudden, now I'm in the middle of a blizzard. I'm like this. Like, and I kid you not. Like, it may sound like I'm exaggerating. I am not exaggerating. I was scared. scared, and this is my first time driving by myself. The cars in front of me, you can't see them. It's foggy, it's snowy, it's icy, it's everything. And everything in me is saying, pull over, just pull over, pull over, pull over, pull over, pull over, because I can't see the cars, everything is sliding, da 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 da. Y'all, somebody comes over the CB and says, and mind you, I don't know how this person saw the tag. This person says, keep driving, Georgia, keep going. Don't stop. Georgia, keep driving. Don't stop. They're talking to me. How the fuck do you know, like, because I'm driving the semi, but it has and you would think that you could see the tag. No, because I still left the sign, the heavy haul sign, over top of the tag. So I don't know. Maybe he saw, at some other point, but this is what they're saying. Mind you, cars in front of me are pulling over, because you can't see shit. But he's saying, keep going. Keep going. Y'all, if it wasn't for that person, I don't know what I would have done. But also in the process of that, all I had to do was probably go maybe about 50 miles. It might not even have been that. It felt like a long time. Either way, walked right out of it. Ran right out of it. No snow, no nothing. How the fuck you got a whole blizzard happening right here in this part, but nothing else over here? But the universe shows up when it's necessary and needed to raise your vibration, because I had sunk way into like I can't do this. Like, you know what I mean? Not only is this the first time, but now you want me to go through a blizzard and like, y'all, by the time I got to my dad's house, it wasn't the same day. I ended up sleeping. My aunt had to spend the night at my dad's house. I ended up sleeping at one of the truck stops because this shit was so far and it had started to take so long, because once you are in a blizzard, you're gonna slow down. So now the miles is not the miles. Mind you, the other reason why I slowed down is because after I got out of the snowy area and I'm driving and it gets dark, listen, if you a truck driver, and if you ever been a truck driver in Texas, y'all tell these people, Texas driving is a whole nother thing. The speed limit in Georgia is 70. On them open roads in Texas, when it's just straight, oh, these truck drivers be getting it. Mind you, I'm not as efficient as they are, so I got out of their way. So by the time it started getting dark, I just pulled over the park, because ain't no way I'm going to hang with these dudes, because listen, it's like anybody that's ever been a truck driver or seen the truck drivers in Tennessee, y'all know how Tennessee got those hills, and like Tennessee truck drivers and Texas truck drivers are a whole nother species. Like when you get your Tennessee drivers, like, and I don't know what they would call them dudes in Tennessee, but it's a gang of them. And if you ever seen them, like when you've been driving in Tennessee, you'll see, and mind you, I don't know how they do this, because Tennessee got like runaway ramps and shit. That's where if your truck gets, going crazy, you hit one of them runaway ramps, but that shit gonna cost you a whole lot of money to get your ass out of there, but it's better than death. So if you get one of them runaway ramps, you're going to go up and it's like a bunch of stones or whatever, and it's going to stop, but you're going to have to call somebody to come get your ass out of there. But anyway, when you see these people, and when you talk about cars going to speed limit, the cars be scared in Tennessee. Whoever that gang of, because I think they do logging or something around there. I'm not sure, and I think they might be mostly, I don't know. But anyway, the long story short, when them niggas come through there, like, I love trucking. I ain't gonna lie. I love trucking. Trucking is different than what it used to be. But when y'all see them truck drivers that know how to drive and they come through there, them niggas hit them corners and the mountains like it's nothing. And it be truck after truck after truck after truck after truck. They be getting it. Oh, so Mike, you already know then. Mike said, I'm a trucker. Was that? Oh, nobody. I thought you said that, Chico. I'm a trucker. So you already know. But when, y'all, it's just the flow and the movement. And on top of that, just to know that, like, everything comes in on a truck. Like, yo. And it's not the way as it used to be, like, because I don't know how it is now. But, y'all, When y'all see this shit, it's like magic. Like these niggas, they know they job and they know them corners, and it's zoom back to back to back. And anybody in trucking knows that shit is definitely dangerous. But these niggas got this shit down to a science. Got to love the people. Anyway, elevate the vibe and step into limitless abundance. It's like that. When you just get the flow and things just are right, you can hit them corners. Like, that's how life be. Oh, he said definitely dangerous. Hell yeah, 25 years. Listen. And when Tennessee mountains are easy. They easy for you maybe because you done navigated them. But just think, like, for me, it's not easy. Even though I done been around there, like, I barely like to drive in Tennessee. I ain't gonna lie, because guess what? An unexperienced driver in Tennessee can fuck up a truck. You don't send no new drivers to Tennessee or Virginia, like, especially not on a straightaway. When you got to go through certain places, you send them on a straightaway, because all that shifting and all that, like, and I don't know how, manuals and none of that is. I got taught on a stick, because, they tell you if you driving a manual, you're not really a truck driver is what they say. Washington State, you ain't never lied. You ain't never lied. I drove from California either. California got twin mountains that they call. We drove from here, Georgia, going to California one year. Man, California is another type of beast. Like, matter of fact, California is definitely dangerous to drive. California, every mile or something, California has, what's them big tubs of water and stuff, because you gonna tear up a radiator or something around that bitch. Mind you, he said 1-800 through Cali, I-80 through Cali. But hold on, I-80, is that coming from like going through from Georgia straight down? Because mind you, one time I was the escort, because again, we was doing heavy haul. So one time, oh, you drive a stick? Yeah, I drive a stick. Like, they said you ain't no truck driver if you don't drive no. I know you're not a grown man out here in the automatic now. Ain't no way. Grapevine is crazy. Listen, you would have took 40 coming from Georgia. Let me see. I don't know. No, we went straight down. So we would have took 20. We took 20 straight going all down into I don't know. Anyway, because all our roads, I don't know. I can't remember the route either way. But we run straight down. So I live on 20 in Georgia right now. I moved from 20 in Texas because I lived in Cedar Hill. So when I lived in Cedar Hill on 20, and then I moved to Georgia on 20 because my dad stays in Dallas. So I moved to Dallas before I moved to Delaware. I mean, when I moved from Delaware, I moved from Delaware to Dallas, and from Dallas to Georgia. And so I lived on 20 in Dallas, 20 in Texas, and I live on 20 still. So when I moved to my house, I moved straight from there, straight to here. And so most of the time, like, the routes, depending upon where we were, is because our trucking, no automatic drivers over here. Nah, like, you know what they say? Like, if you drive an automatic, like, nah, you ain't trucking if you don't drive a stick. But them sticks will fuck up your legs. Like, that's the reason why I can't drive a truck right now, because of a fucking stick. So, I mean, I possibly could drive an automatic, but it's the up and down and everything else, and my fucking knee, like, they smashed me into the dashboard, because I sit, like, real close to the dashboard. So my knee is, like, really kind of fucked up. Like, and I mean, it should definitely have surgery on it, because I feel like it, but I didn't. Either way, the point of it is if you ain't driving a stick and you a man, he said, I can't lie, I like the automatic. I mean, I get it. The automatic is easier, so I get it. But what happens when you going up mountains and stuff like that are like heavy terrain and this, that, and a third? Do they have as much power? Because I've never been in an automatic truck. Like, I grew up, like, when I came in trucking, I was in trucking around a bunch of old, like, these niggas was in trucking before CDLs was a thing. Like, these are the niggas that taught me trucking. And I'm not gonna lie, I was thankful that they taught me trucking the way they taught me, except for the fact that, it's all hood shit. It is definitely some ghetto shit. It does better in the mountains than a stick to me. I came in with the same crew. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, and that's why I was thankful. You're 42. Yeah, I'm 49. And the people that I was around, these was people who, like, listen, And I kid you not, and I don't mean to be snitching or anything else, and hopefully ain't no DOT around, cause you know. Oh, you said no maps, but these niggas know every mile marker, and that's another thing. The old truckers, I'm saying, the old truckers got to be killers, because the one that I grew up, into, the situation with, this man could tell me every mile marker in the United States, and I'm not joking. I'm driving double logs. Don't say nothing. Don't say nothing. We ain't gonna tell nobody. He said he driving double logs right now. If you don't know what double logs is, it's when you want to get there, okay? Because the way the government is, yeah, the old truck drivers got to be killers. Cause ain't no way. Them niggas know every mile marker. Like, I kid you not, I could been in Timbuktu. I call this man and I be like, listen, I gotta get something and I need to know what. He be like, where you at? And I be like, he tell me, what mile marker you at? I'm at this mile marker. This man would say, go down to this mile marker. There's a Walmart right there on the corner. Take that left, da 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 da. Oh shit, he owes. Listen, like I said, hopefully ain't no DOT around, because don't listen to me. I ain't say this, but the niggas that I know, these motherfuckers have one tag. All the trucks look the same. All the trucks look the same, and they know how to get it how they live. Like, he said we're not worried about DOT. Yeah, I know, but the DOT cost me a lot of fucking money dealing with some of these people too. Like, one time DOT hit me with a $16,000 fine because he blew past a fucking weight scale with a heavy load on, and they charged me for pound for everything. Thank God for what's the trucker insurance, whatever the trucker insurance is. Not the trucker insurance. It's the people that you pay monthly to get you out of fines and shit like that. They be at truck stops and they be selling that shit to people. Listen, outlaw trucker, listen. TVT pro drivers, it might be they the ones that they argue with DOT and all them shit for you. Them people got my fine down to $5,000. Let me tell you how quickly I paid that $5,000, because that shit 16,000. We got two tickets the same fucking day. One was $13,000. One was $16,000. They just beat two for me. Yo, them people are fucking amazing. Like, if you into trucking, you definitely sound like we surrounded by all the right people. Period. Because listen, one in Texas and one in Arizona. Yes. Oh, they the truth. They definitely are the truth, because them people got me out of so many tickets. Not me personally. I just had drivers that, was dickheads. And drivers are, I ain't gonna lie, some of the stupidest people under the sun. Like, some of these drivers are just dumb as fuck. But the other part is this is one thing, that being a business owner and owning trucks and this, that, and the third, them people don't know what you need. So you being the yeah, I did. I own trucks. I own from the beginning. I started with 7 trucks. 7 trucks when I started. And most truck drivers, because they never seen that much money. Like, a lot of them, like, they come from box trucks into heavy hard, something like that. They be trying to switch over. And we did flatbed and everything else. A lot of truck drivers are fucking lazy. So, that's one thing. He said, oh my God, I loved you. I know I loved you. I love you back. Thank you. So, a lot of truck drivers are lazy because they just like the back end. They don't really like to do the work. So tarping and all that other, mind you, I hate tarping. Tarping is fucking shit. But the one thing I do love about tarping is when I see a tarp that is like a present. Oh my God. Like, some of these people can tarp their ass off, okay? And I know this, like I said, I was hype about trucking. I was hype about tarping and things of that nature until I had to tarp something one time in the ice cold, and the tarp almost blew my ass over the damn truck and onto the ground. But anyway, y'all, do y'all see how easily, like, even something that you like raises a vibration? The energy just goes up and it just spikes all into good energy. It's like a whole vibe. Like, that's how trucking was. Can you imagine when you get, and this is how some of the older ones was, and this is what I used to love. Because one time we, me, him, and I think two other people, we all did, it was a whole job site, and we was taking these buoys up to New York. Yeah, I had yanked me off the. Yeah, I'm trying to tell you, I'm about to buy me a box truck and a Sprinter van next month. Listen, I was getting ready to switch over into something different anyway because I wanted to do like the hot shots and things of that nature. That's why I had bought my pickup. I'm actually debating on if I want to get back into trucking or not because again, I love trucking. It's just that when you don't have a good team in trucking, shit be fucked up. Because what I was getting ready to say to y'all is this. Trucking makes so much money. Like you can make money in trucking, a lot of it, right? I'm doing medical transport. I thought about doing that too. Like I said, I haven't really figured out if I want what I want to do yet, like as far as that's concerned, because technically I actually still have my DOT. So all I would have to do is pay the, for the insurance and everything else and start that shit right back up. That's all I would have to do. But honestly, again, men in trucking is a headache. I'm not even gonna lie. That's the other thing. Because of this reason. Truck drivers are dumb. A lot of truck drivers are stupid as fuck. They don't give a damn and they lazy. And so they don't care about your equipment. And when you're spending thousands of dollars on fucking equipment and you got lazy ass people who they won't even change a fucking light. And I don't know if y'all know it, but a light on a truck, all you got to do is pop that bitch the fuck out, plug in another one, pop that bitch the fuck in. Lazy ass truck drivers will be sitting at a truck stop for fucking hours talking about a light is out instead of just putting the light in. They want you to pay to go into the bay. Mind you, they're wasting time, and then it costs $175, which would have been $19 for a light, and bitch, you put it the fuck in. So when you don't have the right team of people, trucking will drain you so quickly it don't make sense. So I think I'm gonna breed them like I was breeded. Tried to build a program where I can go into prisons and get people. Well, that's also a good thing too, but the prisons is what fucked up the trucking. I hate to tell you. So when I started trucking, there was none of the big push for the prisoners that came in, which is great because trucking was good. Trucking is definitely good for people who have been in jail for long periods of time because of the fact that they don't have, they have a criminal record. And a lot of people don't want to hire them. So there was a big push to, hey, Black Progress, they don't know how. So there was a big push to put a lot of the people that was in jail, that was getting out of jail, into trucking. Now, anytime, and not to be racist, but the world is racist, so I'm gonna just be fucking honest. When those black guys started getting out of jail and going into trucking and changing their life because you make so much money, and these niggas started to come up, all of a sudden, when black people get involved in anything, DOT, the cop presence, gets extra heavy. And I don't care what nobody say, check the fucking records. I was in trucking at the time when it started to happen. So when the guys from jail started coming in, two things started to happen. Because a lot of them have the same mindset as when they, went into jail. So they figured it was a better way to move their drugs. Mind you, this is also one of the problems that I had when, I got married to the ex, the person, still dumb as fuck, no type of business mentality, was trying to figure out ways of getting my trucking company involved in his bullshit and, doing weird shit. Why would you try to sell drugs or push drugs through your wife's established trucking company? Don't make no sense. But, people think of master plans every day that are stupid. Anyway, long story short, when they started getting involved, more drugs started being, plans started being, put in. And also now, because the police now know that, now they started hiring more DOT. Now they pull people over for any fucking thing. And so one thing begat the other thing. And this is why now DOT is as heavy as they are. Amen. Thank you, period. Y'all see Mafia? Go ahead and grab them up. Thank you for being here. Come on in. I did enrollment in Diesel Academy 2 years ago. And yes, they make it hard to enroll. Yes, definitely. Because it's a whole lot of stuff. Like one thing begat the other thing. It is cause and effect. So the cause is they in jail. They don't have no, way to get income, this, that, and the third. They can now get out and they can go to the trucking company because shit, we was hiring them people left and right because why the hell not? They needed a job. But they also was able to, like a lot of dudes that own trucking companies was in jail. And so the police know that too. They were able to get out. They was able to start their own company, and kudos to them. Kudos to them, because thank God. But at the end of the day, it fucked up the trucking market because they oversaturated everything. And then they started, because a lot of them didn't have CDL. So you know what they started doing? Getting hot shots, those pickup trucks, and they was able to carry, they can carry the same exact shit that a big truck can carry. So they made it easier. Whack 100 was a trucker. You know what? Whack 100 really annoys me. And I don't even know Whack 100, and maybe one day I might want to have a conversation with him, but I swear on everything I love, every time I see Whack 100, I want to slap the hell out of him. Because you two grown, like, for some reason, also he reminds me of my dad for some reason, like the look of him, he looks like he's related to me or something. But for one, Whack 100 seemed like he could have been, or he could be, a great leader if he get his shit together. But really, I want to kick him in the fucking back because some of the shit, he put his mouth on bitches. And why are you putting your mouth on bitches as a grown-ass man? So as a grown-ass man, and you supposed to be, whatever that is, dude, act like it. Act like you is a boss. Because from what I see a whole lot of bitchness, but yet a bitch-ass gangster. Like, how you got bitchness in your, like, because why are you messing with the little girl? Like, Krishan ain't got nothing to do with you. I get it. The girl's fucked up, and literally she, is on a spiral. But at the end of the day, you as a grown, big-ass man that's old enough to be her daddy, nigga, why is you talking and why are you messing in little kids' business? Like, they kids to them. Like, if you this nigga's mentor, or, you know what I mean, be the mentor. Like, shut your motherfucking ass up. Anyway, so, I got a questionable thing with Whack 100 because I just want to slap him. Because, nigga, shut your ass up. Like, do better. Like, you got a platform that you could use to do better. And this is where I have an issue with a lot of these grown-ass men sitting in the position that they in. Because y'all could do better, but instead y'all do a lot of bitch shit. And then y'all be mad at people like me when I come along because I'm of age. Like, I ain't Krishan age. I'm 49. So the shit you gonna say, I'm gonna check your bitch ass back. And then then they start with the, black woman angry, da-da-da-da-da. Meanwhile, I ain't even mad at that. You troll, I troll. The energy you give is going to be the energy you get. So, play with somebody else. Either way, yeah, Whack, I don't know him to speak on him, but that's what I've seen of him. So, take it how it resonates. If you see this, Whack, hey, but either way, bitch, shut your mouth. I don't know. Does he have a trucking company, though? Thank you, Mafia. I don't know if he has a trucking company or anything else, but we are over here talking about elevate your vibe, step into limitless abundance, because there's growth and elevation. In any area that you go in, there's growth and elevations, but there's also cause and effect of each situation. That's just like even the thing that I'm talking about now. With a push for... Have y'all noticed that, with everything that they're doing in the government, they, want everybody to be slaves and, pick cotton again and all this other extra shit. The vibe from the people is, hell no, we won't go. Hell no, we won't go. Either way, right? Now they done fired everybody because they figuring that if you're fired, thank you. If you're fired, you're going to want to be able to work, whether or not it's picking, whatever, right? In the field, right? Because nobody has a job. Long story short, y'all do realize everybody's not having the same timeline. Where some people are broke and now arguing over food stamps and this, that, and the third. There are some people in the world that are big money and they're focused on other stuff. So if y'all are paying attention, the streamers have created a whole nother lifestyle out here. The streamers have a whole nother category. The streamers even avoided Hollywood. That's the reason why they're trying to get Kai so bad. If y'all haven't noticed, they're trying to get him to acclimate everybody or acclimate streaming into their bullshit. And if Kai go, that's on him. But at the end of the day, the streamers have built their own little empire, right? And this is where like social media people have a different type of money than the normal working everyday person, okay, out here. So pretty soon you're going to see a push because all of a sudden social media is going to take a boom and there's going to be more people online because now they're out of whatever job they in and they got to figure out how to make an income. So now there are several different ways even for that, for you getting online and doing whatever you're going to do. So a lot of smaller creators like me involved, we're either going to get pushed up and elevated with the other people coming in, or we're going to get dragged back down into with the other people coming in. Now we can fight like hell, for our position. We can just sit online all fucking day, right? Or you can also add certain different things, because even the creators that were, online and streaming, if you are online and streaming and also adding your daily whatever, like everything y'all see around here, from the thing that I got on my head, somebody might like, to this right here, somebody might like this right here, somebody might like, and this is where like the online sales and things of that nature come into. Because last night I watched a lady that is exactly product placement, but excuse me, what I would do if I was doing that, I would have pushed the button. It would have been like links for y'all to be able to shop while I'm having this conversation, okay? So that's the thing. But there are also people who get on social media and their whole thing is to sales, marketing and sales. So I just watched the lady last night. So this is a whole thing that's now coming into my awareness. A lady, she is a TikTok shop affiliate. All she does is sell stuff that, her life. As she's getting dressed, she's showing you, because this morning I got dressed and this is one of the things I use every day. This is one of, has been one of the easiest things to sell, right? My analytics are, because I've been checking my analytics and things of that nature. Come to find out, my analytics are mostly men, right? So for some reason between, I think it says 45 and, upwards up to 60 something, right, is what watches my channel. So I have a lot of men on my channel. It was funny because my first product was a men's shaver, right? And mind you, I'm not new to shavers. Even the shaver that I had before, for my personal areas, was a man shaver. So I love that they did that. But then after I started tapping into the analytics, because you're beautiful and real, thank you. So after I started tapping into the analytics, and now I'm sitting here saying, okay, maybe that wasn't nothing but God, because they sent me my first product was a man shaver, and my audience is a lot of men. And I ain't gonna lie, I was fucking with the women because I was like, y'all got to be some hating ass bitches, because why y'all men over here watching and y'all not over here watching? But either way, long story short, guess what? God gave me the audience that he gave me, and so we cater to the audience that he gave me, right? So let me cater to you, because baby, this is your day. Do anything for my man, because baby, you blow me away. Okay, that's not how I go, but that's how I go. Anyway, so of course I'm gonna cater to y'all. So they gave me my men's razor. I'm online. The razor got so many different head and attachments, and it's easy. If I had it, I would show y'all. It's the same company as this company right here, Olive. Mind you, this is a trimmer, as y'all see. But the other thing that, I got, which y'all would love because y'all are men and y'all shave. And, if you shaving your bald ass head, or if you got hair and you just shaving your goatee or whatever, it has every celebration energy. I feel it, period. And so when you're shaving, so if you're gonna shave your goatee, I got the line that shaves your little line. If you manscape, and lift that thing up, if you manscaping, I got that head on it and everything else. So y'all make sure y'all go to my store inside my shop and get what y'all need. So when y'all buying Christmas things and that nature, yeah, hit your girl up. You know what I mean? It helps me. So even if y'all don't want, just mail me a check or anything, but you want to support me, go into my TikTok store and purchase, something that y'all see, okay? Either way, long story short, it's a come up. It's energy. It is the flow, the what do you call that? Chi. Okay, the chi energy, the flow. The universe clearly understood the assignment, because I loved it because it was gold. No, never mind. It said for men, right? Because either way, you got hair, I got hair. I'm, shaving the same parts that, y'all are shaving. And plus, needless to say, it gave me a little extra added. I didn't know this worked like that. And I didn't know this was going to get as close to, a close as of a shave as this, that, and the third. Now I see why y'all need all these different, heads, because y'all are doing, this for this. And then, you got to lift them nuts up to get underneath there to do this. And y'all want to make sure that, it's nice and clean, but y'all don't want cutting nothing if you're doing it for yourself. So you need this type of head. And you see what I'm saying? Either way, long story short, I'm giving you what you need. Whether or not it's on this level or on this level, welcome in, family. Hit that like and follow, please, and thank you button. And thank you, Chico. Love you for that. So yeah, no matter whatever it is that you need, or whatever it is that you're looking for, we already got it. The universe already got it for us, okay? So we got celebration energy over here. Elevate your vibe and step into limitless abundance. It is your soul tribe coming around, because y'all know, I was going to tell y'all about the lady. So the lady has her own house. She lives with her family. Apparently, it started being overwhelming when, all the products and stuff started flowing in. How many of y'all need that type of problem where it's so much stuff flowing in that you got to now get a whole nother separate residence to make sure that you can house or store or start your business or, just expand? That's problems that a lot of people want to have, rather than trying to figure out how I'm going to buy food or, how my kids going to eat or anything else like that. Like I said, it's multiple different timelines running around here where one person is complaining about, they don't have food or this, that, and the third. This person got way more than what they need. She said that's a good problem. And that's a good problem. That is totally a good problem. But also, are we getting involved or hopping on the next wave of? So when I told y'all that story last night about the lady that got rid of the whole family, I want to have a problem. I want to have a problem like my pilot late or something. You see what I'm saying? You sound like me, because listen, I did a picture one time, and mind you, I want an island. And for anybody that sounds or thinks that that's too much, I want my own personal island. And I feel like God would actually give it to me. Why? Because I'm a person that's going to take care of the people who need to be on that island, where don't come over here. Reminds me of warehouse that you were talking about last night. Yes, I was going to say something about that. Oh my God, I want an island too. Yes, I want a fucking island. Like literally on my dream and wish list long before we even got here, when I think it's on Facebook. So it's probably on Facebook. If you scroll through my stuff, go back years and years and years. I want an island. I want my own plane. Like, because I need to be able to, get to this place or that place or wherever it is that we going. But honestly, I need everything set up. And then y'all don't come across here. Y'all know that island of the people that are indigenous to whatever that island is. And everybody know that if you come over here, your ass is grass. And even the government tell people not to go there. That's going to be my island, okay? Don't bring your ass over here, because if you come, it's going to be the same as them people. You won't make it back. So we own this who live here, don't come here, okay? Because I don't like the stuff that's going on. Yeah, but you know what I'm talking about. That's the island that I need to live on, because at this point, all this shit that they got going on, I don't want to be a part of that. And I see everybody that's setting up, their own groups and things of that nature. I don't want to be a part of their group. I don't want to be a part of their group. Because to me, I see how even the simplest of things, like, how Group 7 started, and we hear, and because I keep using Group 7, I love Group 7 for what it started for and how we got there. But also I'm seeing Group 7 turning into real society, and I'm watching the pyramid of it all, and it's the same exact thing. If you are of a certain skin tone or a certain, then you get, higher numbers. Other, people who are of a different skin tone are out here begging, saying, I'm a part of Group 7. Like, we're all the hundreds of thousands of people who are liking, posts and this, that, and the third. I'm a part of Group 7. Why ain't nobody coming out the woodwork to like my shit? Why y'all not sharing my shit the same way y'all sharing all them, super duper higher already had? Like, why y'all not sharing my shit the same way? Oh, because group 7 is just like normal society. Group 7 is showing us that we the people pick and choose who we want to bless and who we don't want to bless. And if we think that, this person has too much, or if we think that this, person don't deserve it, then we won't give it to them. If you talk too much shit or you say something, we gonna blackball your ass. If you do this or that or the third, meanwhile, back at band camp, who the fuck are you? Like, ain't nobody told you was the, divine police and you was giving out blessings. I thought last time I checked, blessings was, coming out the sky. But there's a thing. And mind you, it be your own people that be doing it. Because I literally just told y'all about the girl. Yep, back at band camp. Because I definitely be saying that. Back at band camp, this is what's happening. It's on some different shit. So you want me to think that we all together so I can keep liking, sharing, following. Who following me? Ain't nobody hit like, ain't nobody said nothing. Meanwhile, I'm liking, sharing, commenting, doing everything I'm supposed to do. Where my people at? Where my group at? It's the same group I've been had, because guess what? My group shows up for me. My group shows up from one channel to the next channel to go over here to tap that screen to get me at 19K right now. This is the highest I ever been in life. Meanwhile, my group keeps showing up for me on every platform, because my group was over here on the YouTube first. And then when I decided that I wanted to go to Twitch, when I decided I want to go to Twitch, you know how fast my team got me on Twitch and freaking monetized on Twitch? They got me monetized on Twitch so fast. But mind you, this is my group. This is my group. So guess what? I'm going to stick with them. I'm going to stick beside them, because guess what they do? And when it's their time and they're saying, because a lot of, people that are on my channel, they're not trying to, do content, or some of them are. But when it's time for them to do content, we're going to do the same exact thing for them. And I'm going to make sure everybody goes over there and run they shit the fuck up. Run it up. Because why are we all here? To help each other. Miss Addie, hey, thank you. Come on in, Miss Addie. Thank you. Y'all make sure y'all go scoop up Miss Addie, please, and thank you. So whenever somebody says, oh, this is what we want to do, because eventually I feel like all of y'all going to do content. And mind you, I have very high, high hopes for my group, because I know that if they're here, good morning, I love you, thank you for being here, Miss Addie, thank you. When I know that when it's time and when they're ready to, have their voice, because each one of them are getting prepared, but I know they're here because they are a part of the collective that's going to gather everybody and bring them wherever, we're being instructed or whatever is happening. I know they're a part of that. So if they're getting me here, and each time they go, because as soon as I said something about TikTok, guess what they did? Went right over to TikTok and started doing exactly, what they're doing now. Now, isn't that how we all should be? We all should be doing the same exact thing. Like, it don't hurt you to, help somebody get into a position, because when you start to really think about it, if, you doing videos, or you just showing your life, or you doing content, which is technically just showing your life, is going to be the thing that saves you, and you're doing it anyway. We're doing life anyway. Every day you get up, you do whatever it is you're doing anyway. You don't know, like, you may be the motivation that somebody needs. It says, step into limitless abundance. When I said it wasn't just monetary, like, just money, it is everything. Like, the people coming around and feeling into you, like, flowing into you. The energy, the uplift, the helping. So somebody in maybe the next month or whatever, because right now everything may be good, or fine for you, right? But what if somebody in the next month just now jumps out the window and decides, okay, I want to create content, right? They haven't been thinking it the whole entire time, but they just been here, helping me, with the channel, this, that, and the third. But now they have lost their job, or now they lost their situation. A lot of y'all that's talking about y'all need cars and this, that, and the third, because right now I need another car, because my friend is like, I told y'all, the insurance company act like they didn't want to pay for it because I was doing the thing. So I want to get another car. I'm watching the same exact lady that I was talking to y'all about last night that went and got the whole house, the apartment to make her studio. This lady said she bought her husband a brand new pickup truck. She showed it to people on TikTok. She used her TikTok money to buy her husband a pickup. So not only did she now rent an apartment for it to be the studio and for her to house her, TikTok shop stuff and everything else, but she has now also bought a pickup truck. And she said the thing that she didn't tell nobody that she told people last night was that when she bought her husband's pickup truck cash, the next day she went and bought her own car cash. So she was able to buy 2 cars cash. Now, how many of y'all, thank you, Joanne, how many of y'all would that be a blessing too, to be able to buy a car? There's people buying whole houses with TikTok money or with platform money. So we're not just talking about TikTok. We're talking about all the platforms. It's people buying houses, cars, stability with platform money. Now, how many of y'all wake up every day going to a job that you don't like? That would be a blessing and a benefit to and for. When all you have to do is push record. And it may not feel like something that you wish to do. It's not something that I wish to do, but guess what? If I get married and or when I get married, right? And the way the culture set up, my husband got to give me da-da-da-da-da, right? Because I'm going to give him my list of things that I want to have. My 2 chickens, my goat, my sheep, because I need to get goats and sheep now because I need to taste the goat chop. So I need the goats, the chickens. That's what my husband got to give me, right? And whatever else I'm asking for. Now, because I am who I am, and I am a lover of love, and I want to make sure that I give my man, so if he's giving me that, and then one day I could just up and decide to go and buy my man a pickup truck, I'll buy the nigga 10 of them if I can afford it. You see what I'm saying? Like, these are things where you don't have to, ask nobody for nothing. You can take care of yourself. Because I don't know how that household set up, or, even if, because in my mind, as I was watching the video, I was thinking, this bitch about to leave this nigga. Like, and I don't know why my brain went to that, because she ain't said nothing like that. This lady out here talking about she buying cars and this, that, and the third. But in my mind, like, why you got a whole apartment? Like, you could have put a shed out in back of the house. To each his own. I ain't gonna lie. Majestic Grace, that's what I thought. Like, you know what I'm saying? He let you, that was the reason that she said it. She said she's doing it for TikTok. But in my mind, bitch, you might be setting up to leave this nigga, because why you got a whole apartment? But anyway, I understood it, when she was doing it. But in my mind, I still think she's setting up to leave. I don't know. I'm, just talking, okay? But we could have put a shed in the back there. A whole apartment. Like, she get up and go from her house to her apartment. Like, I just sleep here with y'all. I live over here. But either way, to each his own. If that's what she like, because, hey, if my husband want to live next door, husband live next door. You see what I'm saying? Might be good. So I ain't judging. But she got a nice ass house, and she got a nice ass house. To each his own. Step into limitless abundance. We have to open up our brain sometimes. So there's that. What is a TLH? Thank you. Is that my thing that's up there like that? I started making sourdough. Oh, Miss Addie, you make bread? Oh, listen, y'all, I am a baker at heart, and I love doing that. Miss Addie said I started making sourdough for this man because he gives my little family all we need. Chicken's coming soon. I like it. Look, I had to put my hand there because the words are blending in with this, everything white, so it's making it so I can't read it. But Miss Addie, and period, chickens, goat, sheep, cows if you got enough land. Like, whatever it is you need. And plus, like, this the other thing. Hey, Lady T, welcome. Thank you for being here. Y'all know we got to get into gardening. Hey, Alicia, hi. Hey, Xavier, welcome. Thank y'all for being here. Y'all, they got it popping everywhere. Y'all, I love y'all because y'all literally got everything running all at the same time. Everybody popping everywhere. Why is it saying my messages? Why my messages not loading? Let me see. Okay, 2 messages. Who down there? At Majestic Grace. Chickens coming soon, period. Lady T, hey. I don't know what the... It's me. That's me. That's my initials. That's why I was like, how did that get there? That's my initials. I don't know what TLH is, but yes, this sourdough is not for the weak. That smell. Listen, that was the other thing. One of the ladies was showing that her neighbor makes the sourdough bread. Why this lady made... and Miss Addie, it was a cinnamon roll, sourdough bread with cinnamon. It was soft and it looked like it just, y'all, it looked like it was delicious. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I'm trying to stay away from the bread right now because I'm trying, slim down a little something, and I done, and mind you, I need to get on TikTok shop and see if I can find a scale from somebody, and then y'all gonna know my real weight. But lately I've been I've been cutting out a whole lot of other stuff, and but y'all, the problem is I like bread. I'm addicted to bread, I ain't gonna lie. Especially some soft bread. And I like sandwiches. I'm a big sandwich person. So, and anybody can't make a sandwich, okay? So just know that. Sandwiches gotta be constructed in a way. Oh, and my gosh, that is my next one. Sourdough is perfect for that. Miss Addie, it was crunchy. Like, when they was pulling it off, oh my God. Whoever made that bread, that lady can bake. And so that was one of the things. Majestic Grace, remember when we was talking about getting into everybody getting online and us doing the podcasting and things and us cooking and stuff? Bread is definitely on the menu. Miss Addie, but sourdough seemed like it take a while. I gotta figure out how to cook this sourdough because I've been seeing people playing with the yeast and this and the third and all that, like how different types of yeast rise. Do you do the yeast version, or do you do the version where it's like the self-rising flour? Because I've been seeing people like do different ways, and some have been epic failures. I don't know how I ended up on the sourdough bread TikTok, but literally I got stuck for a little bit because they was putting everything in the sourdough. And I know y'all men like when women can cook and can cook from scratch. Okay, mind you, like cakes and everything. All right? Like back in the day, period. Because I'm going to feed my man, honey. He can work out all he want to, but listen, sweetie pumpkins, you going to get this good-ass dinner when you get back. All right? So be at the gym, but don't be over there calling nobody fat and whatnot. Because if you come to the gym saying shit like, my husband better not be talking like that, because nigga, what the hell? Like, we can say some shit, but we ain't gonna be, like, diminishing people's character and things of that nature. So, after you bring your motherfucking ass back from the gym, nigga, here go this sourdough bread, eat that. And then, period. She said, it takes 2 weeks for a mother starter without yeast. No yeast, don't do it. Okay, so, because I seen them doing that. Like, they actually are growing this yeast from another yeast. Because I ain't gonna lie, at first I was like, that look almost like it's dirty. But then I started seeing everybody do it. And this is a big, huge thing to make these mason jars of yeast. I can send you a starter if you're there within 24 hours. Oh, so that's how it starts? I'm in Georgia, so I don't know, I'm Garrett, Miss Addie, you got me. Because now that I know I got somebody that's on the channel that's doing it, y'all, bread to come. It's going to be on my other channel, though. And period. He said he back. All right, welcome back. Come on in. We've been talking about bread. Talking about baking bread. Homemade from scratch. Do you do cakes, Miss Addie, too? And for some reason, I got stuck on 2 different things. So some people are making pastries, and now I'm fascinated with the layers of how they make them croissants and shit. Like, y'all, they roll this stuff out so thin, and then it's layer after layer after layer after layer after layer after layer after layer. But mind you, it'd be like 35 layers, and it should be like this. And then they wrap this stuff up, and then they put, y'all, listen. Mind you, this is the other thing. This is when I start getting involved in like the cooking and this, that, and the third. But mind you, I ain't eating that. So, I got to have people around to make sure that we feeding these people these things, right? But I love baking and shit like that, especially when we can get everybody together and trying to figure out the basic ingredients. Mind y'all, have y'all ever tasted oh, she said Lady T, Lady T, you do cakes? Period. I got everybody in the building. So pasta. Have y'all ever made pasta, and have you tasted homemade pasta, fresh pasta with any of y'all dishes? Because that's another thing that I love to make. And mind you, homemade pasta don't take that long. 2 seconds, drop that shit in that hot water, and y'all, the taste of it is clean. Y'all, we about to be online for real, for real. All y'all that's talking about we in here cooking and this, that, and the third, we about to have the whole the kitchen smelling amazing. And which is amazing because on top of that, that's also content. Y'all got to think we'll be doing stuff all together, but it's still content. Mind y'all, we still at the message. Celebrate, elevate your vibe, step into limitless abundance, elevate it, add more, whatever it is that you have to do. And I know it may sound like, work, but it's not work when you love what you do, y'all. I love Italian. It's given. Oh, what is the bread? Garlic. Miss Addie, have you ever made the bread with the cheese and the like the basil or something? I seen one of the ladies make that too. And a Majestic Grace, that would be great for that. You said you love the Italian, so it's like a tomato basil something type of bread. You made that, Miss Addie? And Lady T, Marcel, period. I see you. Hey, Lady T, do you make like sheet cakes and things of that nature? Like, is it all from scratch, like all the ingredients, and are you using yeast? That's what I need to know, because this is what I need to tell y'all. So while we talking about this limitless abundance, this and the third step into limitless abundance, yeast. Make sure that before, whatever is happening, flour, yeast, and that salt, the canning salt, things of that nature. Make sure y'all get that, because those are the things y'all remember last time when, all the shit happened and everybody was inside. We couldn't get none of that. And be mindful that now we got all this other extra shit happening. So if we couldn't get it then, you probably damn sure is definitely not going to get it now. Mind you, I got a whole can of yeast already set up and some packets. So I'm already ready for the get down, okay? So for all y'all ladies and men, because everybody's included, my brother and my sons and all them, no yeast for the cake. Okay. Oh, that was for the bread. I'm sorry. We did cinnamon rolls. Okay. So Lady T, see, she getting me together, period. But y'all need y'all yeast because we doing cinnamon rolls, homemade bread, and all of that, okay? And for everybody that is on, the other scale of whatever it is, if you can help in your community, please do so. When you're baking bread and things of that nature, give some to your neighbors. Because some of these kids, we got to make sure these kids is eating, because if they ain't got stamps and things of that nature, we still have to do what we need to do as a community to help. Oh, yes, my favorite by far. The pretzels? What? You making pretzels? You can use daily discard for pretzels. What? Waffles and oh, I didn't know nothing about that. Let me grab me some tissue because I need something from my nose. I did not know that. So I need to go to your page. So let me go ahead and because I'm gonna follow y'all anyway. So is that on your page, Miss Addie and Lady T? If y'all are make sure y'all got Majestic Grace and all the and everybody in there. Y'all make sure y'all are liking and sharing, getting each other's contacts, so then that way y'all know who I'm talking about once we start doing stuff. Is all the Majestic Grace, let me make sure. Lady T, let me grab you while you over here. Lady T, I'm already friends with you. Got you. Let me make sure I got everybody that is in here. All right, so, and I hope y'all got some of this stuff on y'all pages, because I'm going to go over there and look. A lot of y'all, so there's a lot of people that is over there on TikTok talking. So elevate the vibe and step into limitless abundance. Let's talk about what limitless abundance is, y'all, because it's almost like everything that we talking about right now, flowing, things that elevate, expand. Are we about to do a cooking with Ty show? Indeed, we are. Yes, we are. We did last time it was called Quarantine Kitchen. That's what we did. Majestic Grace said, I follow everybody today. Feel like old school Christmas. And period. Y'all make sure y'all follow everybody back, please and thank you, because we here to build. And like I said, if y'all can actually, build Miss Addie, if you out here and your business is bread and you can, start shipping bread to everybody across the country, I'm sure if it's bringing in the amount of money that you need, you are not going to complain. Miss Lady T, hello. Everybody the same. Like, comment, share. Get you some new friends. Because y'all, not for nothing, we're building community for a reason. We're building community for a reason. Because if you don't know how to bake bread and you don't want none, call Miss Addie up, or order on Miss Addie's channel and say, Miss Addie, I need some, couple slices of bread. Can you send it to da 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 da? I'm sure if everything is gonna work out the way we all needed to work out. Or Miss Addie might know somebody that's already in your area. You can go ahead and get this bread and things and stuff from. Y'all have to remember, pay attention to how they're trying to squeeze us out. They're trying to force us to do stuff that they want us to do. Meanwhile, all we doing is building community with each other and going around their shit, because sooner or later they're gonna figure out that didn't work either. The same way 2020 didn't work and they thought they was going to force people to do such and such a thing. Then they looked up and people had made more money than they ever made in their life, because everybody went to the internet and everybody started to do community. It's necessary. Now, this is why I'll order things to start up. Thank you so much. You're welcome. You're welcome. Because like I said, each one teach one. We're all here, even when we don't know, because guess what? It's a lot of stuff that's on here that I still don't even know yet. I actually signed up for one of the creator programs that are ran right through them yesterday. And anything that I know, I don't mind helping. I don't mind talking. I don't mind, telling anybody about. Again, I don't mind liking, sharing, commenting, because I do a whole lot of that. If y'all see the reposts, my reposts are crazy because I be reposting. I feel like in order for us to be able to get it out, because your audience is going to come, but you have to get out from under, how the algorithm does us, and where we feel like we're being covered up. We are very close to being in the Hunger Games. And period, Chico, we not letting that happen. And just so you know, because I didn't know y'all were in trucking, so that's another thing that I need to get, kind of communicating with y'all, because I know y'all come through Georgia, so hello, I need to be talking. So in case, again, it's a lot of stuff that can take place and can happen. So you might be somewhere, because it ain't a whole lot of parking and trucking places in Georgia either. I hope you know that. So you probably already know, depending upon where you are and where you're going. Shit, Moreland Avenue, where the trucking and all that stuff is. I forgot where the Quick Trip is. It's not no parking over there. They charging people to be parking in this, that, and the third. Mind you, my collective, I keep trying to tell people, I got a whole backyard. You can't bring like semis and this, that, and the third in there. But for people that I know that are, connected to my community, I don't care if it's fucking homeless people, because I'm steady saying the same exact thing. It's been people that I've seen online that I've been, in their lives and this, that, and the third. If you need a place to park your ass in my backyard. Come and park your ass in my backyard. I don't mind. Like, if it's something, or you know what I mean, you need to stay overnight or this, that, and the third, and like, it's stuff that can be done. And this is where we need to talk to people. We are losing parking everywhere. I know. They was losing parking when I was out there, and I ain't been in trucking since 2023. It's 2 years. So I can imagine what it looks like now. But that's another thing. It's like, in the people that have land, if you have land and you don't mind, like, people coming and, being over there, but they're helping, do whatever. Because we have one of the girls, Natasha, she's in, I forgot where she's at. But she was also offering for people to come. She has a whole big, like 20 something acres. And she was looking for people that, wanted to come, that had RVs and things of that nature, to come where she was and help her build on her property. Like, y'all, we got people that are around the community that we talk to, like literally on the channel. So everybody just has to say whatever it is that they are needing, you know what I mean, or where they are at the time. So just know that just because that, they're doing stuff to try to, get us against each other, we shouldn't try to be against each other. We're all in the same boat. Like, and that's not taking nothing. My lane is my lane. Your lane is your lane. We can teach each other the same exact thing and not worry about me taking no money from you and you taking no money from them. Got me crying. This is what the world needs. I keep saying it. I keep saying it. It's like even when I said that the ladies, the rapper girls was arguing, why y'all arguing? Everybody has their own influence. Everybody has their own group of people. Like, y'all are not taken from each other. The money is there. That's the way the system has been designed, to keep trying to tell us that we have to fight each other for money. But meanwhile, it's a whole group of people hoarding money that if they gave everybody, just a portion, a fraction of the amount of money, that we could all be living, $100,000, 200,000, somewhere around there for everybody, and it wouldn't even affect nobody's nothing. So this is why we have to understand, I'm not in your lane, you're not in my lane. The universe has enough money for all of us. And if we get out of that mindset that they put us in, that where we argue and you have to be a crab in a barrel ass bitch to try to step on somebody else's neck to get something, you don't have to do that. We can all win. Like, plain and simple as that. It's already proven. Look at the amount of money that they have, even compared to the people on earth, period. And think about how much money each person could have if in fact they wasn't hoarding at the top. So to me, it seems like there has to be some type of system that comes up that says, okay, we see that. We're not delusional in the fact that you have to do, this, and this. This is what the system requires. Miss Addie, Friendsgiving came early. Oh, I love that. Well, y'all make sure y'all are doing what y'all need to do, reciprocating energy, playing in period, point blank, because again, why did they feel the need to create a system where we had to argue and bicker, or where we had to think that you was going to take something from me? Hey, free spirit, love you, thank you for being here. Why did they create a system like that, knowing that it was enough for everybody? God gave us everything that we needed. Even when certain things are coming in, like, when I said it's consumerism, I'm not judging. I'm not judging, because again, we all do it. What makes my life easy and convenient for me might not be what makes your life easy and convenient for you. Hey, Jessica, welcome. Thank you for being here. And just because you may like, this, or I may like it, nobody should judge me. Somebody else may find that this is frivolous. You don't need this. You could have saved, however many dollars all of this shit costs, and it could have still been in your bank. But if I feel like it makes my life easier for me to use this, or for me to have this, who's judging? To each his own. Allow people to be people. I don't have to lie to you and say, oh, you need this because this da-da-da-da-da-da is going to make your life, it's going to change. Like, nah, I can tell you that paper towels and a hand towel. This is my sweater, but it could be a hand towel. A hand towel is going to be probably a whole lot better in the end, because this is throwing money down the drain. So when you throw this away, this is like you just threw money down the drain. But when you buy the paper towel, this is, you can rewash it, you can reuse it. But technically, this also is going to, have you washing clothes and this, that, and the third. But either way, long story short, in the end, this is going to save you. Now, some people have both of them, right? Some people only buy this. Some people buy this. It don't matter. Whatever makes your life easier for you is what's necessary and what's needed. Whatever you like is whatever you like. Majestic Grace said, whole time we needed both. Whole time we may have needed both. But either way, I'm not going to judge you for needing one or the other. But because I am who I am, I have to be responsible, and I have to tell you that this one is throwing money down the drain, because, God is listening. And if I just act like, oh, this is going to change your life, it could potentially change your life, because it's going to be a quick, clean up. You could throw it right away. But I would be lying if I didn't say, you can do both things. Thank you, Miss Addie. You can do both things. You can have both things. Hey, Ricky. Ricky, you in here too? Hey, Ricky. So I would be doing a great disservice and injustice, and God would be wanting to get me if I say, just do this because this is going to be easier. Nah, I got to tell you what is what on both and allow you to choose. Now, same scenario. What I tell you, mind y'all, I got one of these. One of the people that actually reached out to me to do one of their ads is sending me a probiotic. Not just, I don't know, I have to tell y'all when to get here, right? But the thing is, my intentions, because I use probiotics. Y'all see I use probiotics. I told y'all I use probiotics, right? So I went to a company that sells probiotics. You are very young. You have so much knowledge. Keep up the good. Oh, I'm sorry. Keep up the good work. Thank you, Joanne. Hi, welcome. Thank you for being here. Come on in, y'all. Make sure y'all give Joanne a like. Go ahead, like, comment, share. Y'all, we are here for community. Thank y'all. Plugging y'all in. I hope y'all are good too. So one of the companies that I reached out to is a probiotic company, right? So they're sending me probiotics. So when it gets here, I'll be doing an advertisement for it. The thing is I have good intentions in giving y'all the probiotic, because for me, you know, if I don't have a probiotic, I might be constipated tomorrow or something. Who the hell knows, okay? It's good for your gut health, your skin, you know, all of that. It's getting everything out of your system, okay? Now, I have good intentions in giving you this, but also it helps me. So when you buy the product, it helps me, help do whatever I'm doing, pay my mortgage. I want to paint my house because on the side I'm starting to see, it needs to be painted again. But also my pool is fucked and I got to buy a whole new liner. It's about to cost me $6,000, right? So of course I would want to make the money, of course, right? But I have an obligation to tell you, one, that of course I'm going to make money from that, but two, I'm going to show y'all the probiotic. I'm going to start taking the probiotic. The probiotic could be the best thing or the worst thing because we don't know the company or anything, but I'm going to tell you because I have an obligation. God is listening. And I told you I have a healthy fear of God. So if I don't do the right thing by y'all in the system or the energy, my ass is grass, right? So the probiotic that's coming, I'm going to do an ad. I'm going to be taking a probiotic. Y'all see I take probiotics, so it's not far from it. It could be full of chemicals because we don't know the company. We praying and hoping that it could be, it's going to be all natural and it's going to be all the things that we wish for it to be. And I'm going to give y'all the statistics on it and everything else. The fact of the matter is you can take it. Hey, Miss Harvey. Hi, welcome. Thank you for being here. Come on in, get some new friends. Say hello. Everybody's communicating in the chat. If it does what it's supposed to do, then voila, I did my job. If it don't and I'm taking it and something happens, I'm gonna have to come back to y'all and I'm gonna have to, be very transparent and say, y'all, I started giving y'all this. So I hope these companies know. This is the other thing. So even the companies have to know that I ain't gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not allowed to. I can't. Because if I do, that's my ass. And I'm gonna be held accountable for everybody that this shit fucks up. But if I say, I don't know, I just got it, I do take probiotics because I do take probiotics. And I'm going to give y'all, every clip by clip, this is what I like about it. This is what I don't like about it. But I have to be honest. But at least I gave y'all both things. So you don't even have to take a probiotic because you know what I'm saying? You might not have whatever, y'all, this food is fucked. So y'all should be taking a probiotic, okay? That's what I'm really going to say. This food, if you've been having issues with this food and you know yourself, it don't taste the same. The food is not right. And of course, we should all want to garden and grow our own food. And same with that. We should do the right thing, which would be to do it ourselves. But who the hell got time for that? You may be working, you may be a mother, you may be a father, you may be over the road. Hey, Crypto Stock, welcome. Thank you for coming on in. You may be whatever it is you are, and you don't have time for, whatever that is, or your system may work. You may be like clockwork. Every time I call my son first thing in the morning, guess where he at? In the bathroom. Like, I kid you not. His system works fine. Cleans it out, da-da-da-da. He can hit the toilet. Me, if I eat certain things, now I'm learning that I have breakouts and shit like that because all of a sudden this shit ain't working with me and I don't know what they putting in it or how they changed the, formula or whatever, but the food ain't working. Shit's leaving me constipated. I need to drink more water and I needed to add a probiotic. Now, if that, appeals to you, then guess what? You're going to be, getting that done. But I'm not lying to you. And this is the way the system has to work. The system going into now New Earth and everything else, it has to be transparent. And those of the people that are not trying to be transparent, the system needs to kick them out. Because you have a right to know. Because guess what? There's stuff that you took a medication before, right? And on the medication, y'all ever seen the commercial? It says it is to help you, build get to your highest vibration. This is what it's for, right? And then after that, they give you the undertones, the small fine print. But it also may cause constipation. You may get, breakouts. You may have gas. You may, they give you all the bad shit, real quick. Transparency. You have to be transparent in order for the vibration to be elevated. If you sticking in lies, you sticking in fear, you sticking in all the things that are low vibrational, things that are not here to help anybody, things that are not here to grow anybody, things that are not here to elevate anybody, or it's just here to elevate you and nobody else. Like, why is that? One of the things that, matter of fact, let me see if I write this, if I can write it the way where it will explain it perfectly fine. So one of the things that help us elevate and go into, the age of Aquarius and, the great awakening and things of that nature, things that are helping us flow into this effortlessly and easy. Can you handle the truth? The first thing, because part of that is a group of people will collectively mind sync to agree to some fuckery, and that is a real thing. I just gave y'all the video last night where I told you that the black lady killed the white family that she was enslaved to, and then she took on the people's identity. Mind you, this is a story that's in Mississippi that is one of the most hidden stories that they have, and they don't want to acknowledge it because, and instead of them addressing it, which the way they put it, which was a better thought, the way they put it was, if they had to address the fact that this lady did this, knowing that they did it, it would have to be now more killing, more this, that, a third, and people just did not want to have to deal with it. It was easier for them just to accept that this is what was taking place. Mind you, it's a whole mental something behind this, because it was judges, it was bankers. They covered it up that a black lady did this. Mind you, they also knew they was wrong, because they said in order for them to have to acknowledge what she did, they would have to acknowledge how it started. And because these people don't want to have to acknowledge the shit that they did, they would prefer just to intermingle with the black killer, because otherwise they would have to open up a can of worms on everything that happened. And this is in history. Mind you, they're still even trying to cover it up to this day because they don't want people knowing that that happened and so many people played along with this thing. That's random. And it's weird. And it's also something that should be told, and it's something that should also be known. Because if it would be better for us to not talk about me, wiping away a whole family and everything else, it would be better for me not to talk about it, because you would have to acknowledge who you are and what you have done. Y'all, that's a whole mental, mind fuckery all on its own, right? And so just think, that is the conditioning that we all grew up in. So now it's kind of hard for us to, even acknowledge it from ourselves, that we look at certain people and we instantly judge them and we swipe past them. And I love what the person just said to me a minute ago. And I meant to say something to them. And thank you for the person that said it. They said, I am so young and so knowledgeable, right? Mind you, I'm 49 years old. Not that that's young or old. It's, whatever it is that, she said, you're very young. You have so much knowledge. Keep up the good work. And, the thing is, and thank you for that, age don't equate to wisdom or knowledge. It is when your spirit comes into this realm and you just, right is right and wrong is wrong. Because to me, right is right and wrong is wrong. And not that I get everything right, because, I'm a person, and, I done cussed a couple people out unwittingly, and they may not have even deserved it. And I'm not going to say that I won't even, going forward. I'll try, I can always try to do better every day. And every day I'm trying to raise the vibration in the collective for people to know that there's still good people around. Because remember what God told Lot? If you can at least find 10 people, well, I'm going to be one. So I'm going to be one standing in the gap for everybody else. Do I like a lot of the things that's going on and happening right now? No. Do I like the fact that we are living and sitting under a government that can't stand us? No. To me, that says that I don't belong under that government, and that government don't belong in placement. That's what that says to me. But until everybody else understands it, and until everybody else agrees, I mean, my one little voice is going up into heaven and to God. And mind you, I don't have anything bad to say about them people. The reason why I don't have nothing bad to say about them is because so far I don't see where they're going with what they're doing. I don't see the end part. I think I know where they want to go, into what they said, because I'm going to believe them. But also, every day I wake up, I'm more and more confused, because this is the thing that I keep seeing. They want us to go into slavery, but mind you, they keep telling us the truth. So are you helping or are you hindering? Because every day if I wake up and you're giving me the truth and you're telling me, oh my God, thank y'all. Y'all, look, I got the 30K. And mind you, I said that before. Can we get the 30? Period. Y'all, thank y'all. That's my first time getting there. But what I was going to say is, if I wake up every day and, people are mad and they're just trying to figure out how to do something to me because of my color, right? But then you're also helping me by showing me systems that have tried to hold me down. And you're showing me systems that have hindered, the growth and elevation of my people, and you're tearing them down. Are you my enemy or are you my friend? Because it's confusing the shit out of me. You're talking like my enemy, but you're acting like my friend. And y'all, they said actions speak louder than words. So from what I see, the actions of this man, he keeps telling us the truth. He told us that neither one of the sides like us or care about us. He also told us that in 1980, whatever it was, that the side that was sitting, that opposing side that they're not, also allowed stuff to happen to us all and did nothing. So he's telling us that nobody is for us, right? No side is for you. Yes, he's doing what he wants to do for him to, but again, his actions show, are you trying to be my friend? Because you literally keep showing me how these mother suckers keep moving with us. And even though he's doing it too, but he's on, like, with the autism, our channel, on YouTube is overcome with autism mothers. All of us knew that it was coming from what they were injecting, because we wasn't having that problem before. So it would have to be common sense, because we can all think for ourselves. Common sense would say, if this did not exist then, and this wasn't happening, but it exists now and it's happening, then that means it came from this. But they're making it mandatory. Also, parents will go to jail if in fact you don't inject your children with poison. Now, if not for nothing, if we can't come together for one thing, we should definitely be able to come together for the kids. Because I don't know about y'all, but when you got grown ass adults preying on children because of money, knowing that they're messing up humanity, is that not a war crime? I mean, somebody tell me what a war crime is, because a crime against humanity, I mean, is that not a crime against humanity? You literally just fucked up several generations of people. So would that not tell y'all that neither one of those sides belong there? Because again, if we can critical think or rational think, then we would understand that the only way that happened would have been everybody, because we done had different, this side and that side has been sitting in the seat since these things started happening. Nobody did nothing. Nobody said anything. Nobody. Except for him. So again, I'm not for them, but I can think, I can see, I can hear also, but I can see. And from what I'm seeing, God is in control of it all. Because if they knew that they were showing us that, they would probably stop. They would probably stop. But one of the things that my aunt told me, my aunt said this from the very beginning when everything started. And she was not lying because I'm watching it play out. She said, they will destroy themselves. They will destroy themselves. Hate is costly. I hope y'all know that. Hate is a costly thing. Like, it costs to hate people. Energy, time, money. Like, hate is, it costs a lot. Energy and time, like, you can never get those back. You cannot get that back. You done already exerted that energy over there for that. Like, why would you put that energy into the system when you could do so much more? That's just like how I said. If God said, I'm going to make you the ruler of the free world. I'm going to make you the ruler of the free world. And you now get to decide how everything moves. Ain't no way in hell I'm going to wake up and try to figure out how to trigger the people and all the negative. Like, at this point, I feel like we need a lawsuit, like what you call them things, a class action lawsuit, like the world, and I'm not kidding, everybody in the world, everybody needs a class action lawsuit against this administration. Because if not for nothing, everybody nerves shot, everybody, like, because how do you get to do that? How do you get to trigger everybody? Richard Nate said, under DT, you can opt out of vaccines for children. I'm an autism mom. You see what I'm saying? Like, even that, if that's true, like, that's another thing. Like he said, and again, I'm never going to, like, I gotta go along with what I see. And again, he wakes up every day and fucking provokes the world in some crazy random way, but his actions are this. Y'all, it's not making sense. Like, something, it's like what do you call it? A conundrum. Is that the right thing? Like, you're saying this, but you're doing that. And we all know actions speak louder than words. So a person can talk their head up. I don't even know if he remember what the fuck he said half the damn time. Like, because it'd be a bunch of mumble jumble. But if you're signing shit like this, she said that you can opt out. Why couldn't we do that before? And everybody's mad, but y'all calling, and this is why I keep saying, be careful what you wish for, you just might get it. Be careful what you wish for, you just might get it. Because to me, I feel like it needs to be everything toppled. Everybody got to go. Everybody got to go. Both sides. You can't be here. You cannot be here. Y'all go hide in whatever hole that y'all got until God, figures out what the fuck to do with y'all. Because each one of y'all did not care. You stood idly by. And what have I been telling y'all about standing idly by and watching shit? You're just as guilty. You did it too. So Democrats, guilty too. Nobody's for us. Nobody's for us. We have to be for us. And so now, how do you deconstruct a whole system that we're all used to being in? Who comes in to do that? So God says, now you're the leader of the free world. Ain't no way I'm going to be waking up every day thinking of how I'm getting ready to fuck up humanity. Like, it's beautiful. The world is beautiful. Have y'all not seen it? The world is beautiful. I'm going to be trying to figure out how to, put my name in the history books for being the person that did the best for the world. But on another note, just so y'all are very much aware and clear, even if that was my intentions and I was going to do everything that, left it to where it looked like the universe, was better, 10 times better, y'all, somebody's still going to be mad. Somebody going to still be mad because something that they didn't like or something that, changed, they didn't like that and they thought it could be better, in a different way. Mind you, they can see that I made it better. They can see that I made it better. I can literally make it so everybody around here got free health care. I can make it so that the doctors and every nurses and teachers get paid the highest. Because guess what? If we can send money outside of our country, we can spend our money inside of our country, and we can make sure that we got shit, right? And so what I'm not going to do is look at your color. What I'm not going to look at is your family and where you come from. What I'm going to look at is, maybe your qualifications or how eager it is that you want to get involved in this shit. Because guess what? It's a lot of people running around here right now that don't know the what you call it, the foundation of a job, but like the dude that is the scientist, the one that is running gas, making gas out of plastic. Because he didn't go to school, or maybe he did, I don't know, but to me, if he didn't go to school, then he don't stand a chance on one of these companies hiring him because he don't have a degree. Meanwhile, this nigga is movement in action. He's showing, he's speaking, he's showing you what he could do. He put his money where his mouth is. He didn't have to go to college. Like I said, I don't know if he did or not, but if he didn't have to go to college to do whatever it is. But nobody will give him a chance because you don't have this degree. But meanwhile, he doing shit that niggas with degrees can't fucking do. Because ain't nobody with a degree came up and did that. But if you did have a degree and you didn't do that, why? Why? They're qualified. Shit like that. So teachers, doctors, nurses, the people who actually take care of us need to be paid better. Because again, what I do know is, and y'all sorry, but I grew up black in America, right? And I also grew up around a whole lot of black people. So I grew up around, maybe some hood shit, not as hood as a lot of people would, beg to differ, but a little hood shit, right? And so I know something about, street stuff and them boys. And regardless of the fact, them boys, the ones that, stand on the street corner and everything, them niggas, some of them get to the status of, big boys, right? That means they know how to run a business. That also means that they know how to manage some stuff because, they be having little niggas underneath of them, right? And they start calling shots and shit like that. And I did have a problem with them at one point in time too, because of the fact that I felt like the older niggas is the reason why the young YNs are the way they are. Because the YNs could have been so much better if the older niggas wasn't trying to be out here molesting on them and trying to touch them and shit, or in jail, or just being complete fuck niggas. But if it was some of the niggas from before that, they had standards, like what's his name, King of New York, the ones that had actual standards and things of that nature. You don't go and fuck up your neighborhood. You don't go and abuse the women and children. You don't, you just don't, right? So suppose you take some people that actually have some type of mentality to be able to put these people in control. Like, regardless of whether or not y'all realize it or not, it is like Young Boy. Young Boy seemed like he might be a great military, even if it wasn't for, he just has the command, he has the people. He can put them in line. But just think if you gave them better opportunities instead of, yes, the code, period. You ain't never lied. Just imagine if you put people where they actually shine at, instead of trying to put your fucking foot on their neck. And afraid of them. Meanwhile, y'all afraid of us, or they be afraid of us, and meanwhile, kill, steal, and destroy is whose behavior? Not ours. Not ours. Like, if the system actually made sense, it's just like even the thing about the food stamps. The food stamps going, do whatever. Honestly, quite frankly, y'all, fuck that system. Fuck that system. That system wasn't no good anyway. So a lot of the systems y'all are learning and finding out, because, it's being designed to tamper and fuck with, supposedly us. But meanwhile, back at band camp, it's not really fucking with us. It's fucking with their people. It don't matter. It does not matter. It don't matter. And it shouldn't matter who needed it. The fact of the matter is I put a whole lot of money into this system. And so have y'all. I'm tapping and ending up on other people's lives. Period. But like, the issue is it should be certain things that generally are given anyway to households. Because if you can give it outside of us, why wouldn't you, why are you able to give it, Why can't you give it to your people? Our homeless rates should not be a thing. Should not be a thing. The reason being, it's a whole lot of houses running around here that are unoccupied. Insurance, get rid of them. Throw them all the fuck away. Because ain't no fucking way my mortgage is now double what it should be because I'm paying for taxes and insurance. Taxes, done. Goodbye. Because why? Y'all do realize this is the same shit from when Aladdin and the kings and queens and all that shit, you know, they paid taxes and shit back then. We just look a little bit better dressed than they do. We still don't live the same. Street rat. Because that's what they was doing. Going and collecting taxes from the poor people so they can, you know, get their asses, whatever it was that they can, you know, sit and eating big half chickens and shit. People eating nothing. Why are we paying taxes? It's so many things that a person could wake up and choose to abolish or get rid of to make, you know, the world a better place. But instead, you know, violence is the key. Let me wake up and trigger and fuck with people that, you know, I feel better than, because elitism is a hell of a drug. I keep trying to tell y'all. Elitism is the most powerful drug under the sun. It's better than crack. It's better than meth. It's better than weed. It's better than any drug you can get. Because once you start feeling better than somebody, or once you start elevating yourself to where you know, can look down on people, you got it all. You ain't got nothing. You don't need nothing. You better than God then. Until God, you know, brings your ass tumbling down in all the worst ways, because we not done yet. It ain't over yet. People just saying whatever they're saying, but it's not over yet. So know and understand that as well. Y'all, I love y'all. Y'all are showing up everywhere. Like, I kid y'all not. It's 11, 10, like, and again, it's not too much, but guess what? It's my people. It's my community. I love y'all. And thank y'all. So, if not for nothing, and we all here and we discussing, like, what would y'all do? Like, if God made you the leader of the free world right now, what would y'all do? Like, what would be your number one? Because to me, I feel like healthcare is a big one. It's no way that we are running around here with all this technology and meanwhile people can't get healthcare. It's crazy how, like, a whole total reconstruction of, you know, that system would be great, because the doctors and everybody else should be paid more. It shouldn't be that you get kickbacks and things of that nature from the pharmaceutical companies, this and the third. They need to put a cap on what they're even allowed to charge for pharmaceuticals or any of that. I love you more. She said healthcare, nutrition, and shelter. Definitely. So, and then goes to show. So if you're doing healthcare and you're also now putting a cap on what the insurance could charge or anything else, you know, because things of that nature, because I don't know why you would need them if the healthcare or anything is free. There's a way for them to figure out, like, also the other part that I don't like and I never condone, why is it that y'all got rid of the apple trees and this, that, and the third? It should not be big pharma, nothing. Some of the systems that we have that they have tossed away, I ain't gonna lie. Because a lot of y'all motherfuckers was at work doing nothing any fucking way. And a lot of y'all nasty ass bitches was at work just being nasty to people. So the fact that you got fired, good for you. Because you wasn't good at what you did anyway. You was just fucking taking up space. Hey, Miss Addie, thank you. Y'all make sure y'all scooping up Miss Addie. They wasn't doing a good job anyway. How many of y'all needed something from the system only to run into a bitch sitting in a seat that thought the system was, the shit was hers? Because why I pay into food stamps or anything else and I can't get none? Because I ain't never been embarrassed by that. Because to me, if everybody could get food stamps or some type of food voucher, give it. It shouldn't be a hungry nothing. Every day on a daily basis. Our country throws away so much food on a daily basis. And then furthermore, who the fuck is, what's the people that check the food? The FDA? Fire them. Like, literally fire all their asses. And then you need a whole new crew. Because how the fuck are y'all checking food, but yet the bread, like, what's in the bread? Like, why is the bread lasting a whole fucking year? Miss Addie, how long will bread last? How long will fresh bread last, Miss Addie? Because this is what I need to know. Have y'all not noticed that a lot of the stuff that we are like consuming lasts longer than they should have ever lasted? Like before, bread molded. Bread don't mold no more, y'all. Did y'all ever notice that? Bread would mold in a few days. Facts. FDA won't certify natural stuff. That's what I'm getting at. And why is it that we're the only country that is doing that? So clearly it works because other countries are doing it. Clearly free healthcare works. Other countries are doing it. Mind you, I watched a whole documentary. I sat down and watched a whole damn documentary of how they treat drug abuse in other countries. Mind you, not a crackhead to be found on their streets. The crackheads or anybody that's on any drug goes to work. They go to a treatment facility to get whatever it is they need, and they take their asses to work. They are products of what do you call it? Upstanding citizens. Go figure. It took 3 months for my last bread to mold. Well, I got bread that's over 3 months in my cabinet right now because I'm waiting to see how long it's gonna mold. Like the shit, it ain't even getting hard. Like remember, bread would get hard. Miss Addie, well, she probably don't know because shit, they probably eating that bread right the fuck up. Because shit, she making sourdough bread too. Because I already know they eating that bread. But anybody that ever, paid attention to how long bread took to mold, like bread didn't sit around for months. He's saying 3 months. 3 months is way too damn long. But why is all this stuff happening? Because this is what they're allowing us to do. This is what they're allowing them to do. This is what they're allowing us to eat. They don't give a fuck about us. They don't give a fuck about your kids. You took 9 months to carry a baby that they don't care about. Mind you, now they trying to force you to carry kids that they don't care about. How the fuck y'all is trying to force people to care about something that y'all don't even care about? That's the other part. They want you to have kids, risking your life and everything else, but meanwhile, they don't give a fuck about the kids because they feeding them trash. Why is it that everything that I tasted from when I was a kid or the shit that I used to even give my kids, do y'all remember the homemade bread be molded in a week or two? That's so much preservatives to not mold. Yeah, that's crazy. And so 2 weeks is what it should be, but mind you, shit's lasting months. But do y'all remember like the hug drinks and all that stuff that, because that's what I would have growing up, right? That you would give to your kids. Why is it that all that shit tastes like poison? Have y'all drank one of them lately? One day I just happened to, just grab one of them. That shit tastes horrible. Like a whole chemical. It don't taste like juice. None of the things that we have, even now, taste like or taste right. The meat don't taste right. A lady took and she had a spoon and was smushing her steak, and it was mushing up. Are they eating that though? So this is another thing. Like when I'm talking to y'all and I'm telling y'all, because we got a whole message up here that says, celebration, elevate your vibes and step into limitless abundance, right? Growth, elevation, period. Hey, Cornelius, welcome. Thank you. Come on in. Everybody say hi to Cornelius. Cornelius, I know Cornelius is on my Facebook too. Cornelius, say hey to everybody that's in here. Get you some new friends. Step into limitless abundance. The universe is throwing a celebration in your honor. You can feel it. The energy around you is shifting into pure expansion. You've outgrown old patterns, the small thinking, and the doubt. This is why we're taking a look and a gander back at, what was given and what you have, on the elevation. Now's the time to step into divine rhythm, the frequency of abundance that has always been yours. We're not really trying to, deal in the other things, but it's good for us to know and it's good for us to pay attention to. Times have changed. And so not for nothing, they want you to be, in a unhealthy state of mind, in an unhealthy elitism type of vibe. Meanwhile, you can win and collectively win. Limitless abundance. Let me tell you. Let me see what this word means. Let me tell y'all what this word means, because I literally thought I pulled this up anyway, because I said limitless abundance. I did. So the definition: limitless abundance is the infinite flow of blessings, opportunities, and energy available to you when you align with the divine source. It's not just about money. And how many times I keep saying that? Because people will automatically think that it has something to do with money. It's not just about money. It has something to do with money, just not about money. It's so much more. It encompasses so much more. It's about wholeness, peace, love, creativity, and fulfillment, overflowing in every direction. It is alignment, people, places, and things, friends, family, opportunities, everything. Limitless meaning without boundaries or end. Y'all, we do have the power to change the world. We have the power to change the world together. Not separate, not, one, because you see what God did with Lot. When only one person wanted to change everything, he took everybody else and, got rid of it, threw it away. Lot was able to live because Lot was the one person. Either way, we have to do this together, y'all. So if not for nothing, we have to do this together. We have our own journeys that we're walking on individually, our own pathways, but collectively, we can do something together. Together, they express a state of infinite flow, where you're no longer chasing, but attracting everything that resonates with your higher frequency. Energy of limitless abundance. Flow instead of force. Gratitude instead of grasping. Magnetism instead of struggling. Expansion instead of fear. The affirmation: I exist in a universe of limitless abundance. Everything I desire flows to me with ease, joy, and divine timing. Everything flows to me with ease, joy, and divine timing. I exist in a universe of limitless abundance, because we do. Y'all see it. It's around here. They pick and choose who's allowed to da 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 da. This time it's not them picking and choosing. So, y'all, that's the message. Hopefully it helped. Thank you guys for coming towards my channel. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. And always go with God. Please and thank you. And y'all, I love y'all. And thank y'all so much for just turning me up all the way over here. Because we have 40K, period. Shit, we should see if we can get to 50. Fuck it. Either way, we here, right? Y'all know my nose be snotty. Every time I be sitting here talking, I start off be just fine. But I think it's the amount of talk and mucus moving through. So I guess I have to be thankful about that. Y'all come in and get y'all some new friends over here. Say hello. Nobody. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. I love y'all. Like, y'all definitely turned me up today. And I'm excited. Y'all know I love Fridays and everything. And I'm excited because I got my oil changed. But y'all, I can't close my hood right now. So I am a little bit sad for that. My son is going to close it eventually. Somebody will close it because it can close. But because it got hit, it's out of alignment. And I kind of honestly want to get a new car because my front thing is cracked and my insurance was just bugging. But either way, y'all, I love y'all for definitely turning me up, because once I get that, that content creator money, life changes. Okay. So I'm just thankful that y'all are here and everybody is, doing well for the most part, because this is a lot. And like I said, I ain't lying about the administration being sued. Like, it definitely needs to be a class action lawsuit against the whole entire government for everything that they have done, because literally people, this is triggering people in all the worst ways. And we don't even know what's about to happen going into next week, because I feel like they do things thinking that they know, because, oh, we're going to also send the police, this, that, and the third. But I hope y'all know, like, y'all not, the police ain't going to be able to hold these people when you start fucking with people's kids. When you start messing with people's kids and people's, like, ability to feed their kids, you get ready to get a whole nother animal, a whole nother situation taking place. And so that's also leaving me like, I hope y'all know what y'all doing, meaning the government. I hope y'all know what y'all doing, because they had to have planned it out, but sometimes they don't account for, people don't always do what you think they're going to do. That's the thing. And so maybe it just might be that we all get together and we, figure out that we don't need them anyway. And everybody start realizing that community is this, and they're throwing away a whole lot of food anyway. And then the farmers start to do, so we could all collectively get together and say, fuck them, and not even bother us, and we not do what they think we're going to do. But for some reason, I feel like they think that we're going to, buck the system, this, that, and the third. The system bucked us. Okay, so there's that. But also the system don't exist anymore. I hope y'all know that. If there are no laws for them, there are no laws. The system is done. Well, I hate to say it, he said civil war on the rise, possibly. Technically, we are already at that. Like, if anybody actually is paying attention, we're already at that. Because once there's no laws for them, there's no laws for anybody else. So that's already a thing. But this is the part where, sometimes you be at war with people and you don't know that you're at war with people. Everybody better understand we are at war with them because they started war with their own people. Like, we didn't start that. They started that. We didn't do that. Like, not for nothing. Like, I keep sitting here telling everybody, like, I just got here. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I just got here. So now I'm in a state of, everything's new. The world is new. Like, whatever the glitch was, you're welcome, Richard in Nature. Thank you. With everybody, with, my glitches and this, that, and the third. Like, I'm happy to be here. I'm thankful that, God allowed me to live right now. I'm also knowing and understanding that God is allowing me to live. God saved me for a reason. So why did God save me? Not to let them niggas try to take me the fuck out. I can tell you that. So if God saved me for a reason, that means that there's something bigger that, I got to do that, maybe I haven't figured that out yet or whatever it is. But the point of it is I'm trying to experience some life. I'm trying to experience some love. I'm trying to experience some, collective building with my soul tribe. I'm not ready to be, whatever we about to have to be because, they want to play. Because we have to be, they already started it. I hope y'all know. It's already started. So I get everybody's moving around, on their own accord and thinking that they're moving around on their own accord. But no, baby, they already put slavery on their pocket, on their time slot for 2026. They already put, I'm getting ready to trigger y'all in all the worst ways in 2026. Matter of fact, I'm not even sure, like, I'm going to just tell y'all. Because for some reason, in my mind, I keep getting a vision of we've never had a missile land on U.S. soil from what I know and from what I've seen. But for some reason, I keep getting somebody fires a missile over this bitch. And then, how the United States people, how we're going to feel when the first time a missile gets fired over here from a foreign, And mind you, we don't have no help. We don't have no protection. None. We are it. He has dismantled every system. And not that it was wrong. Again, because to me, I feel like good. But how are we dismantling and not also adding protection? Because you don't dismantle something and not put the other thing in place at the same time. Like, I'm confused. That's not how that works. Like, if you dismantle it, something has to, So the first time a missile gets fired over here on U.S. soil or anything else and shit starts rocking and buildings start falling down and everything else, you see what happened when a plane hit this bitch. Can you imagine what's going to happen if somebody gets the balls? But what we going to do? Because we already, arguing with each other. The first thing I can see people starting to doing is starting to stealing from, people instead of fucking getting together and start, whatever it is, the people that's coming, the foreign invader. But meanwhile, we won't even know if it's the foreign invader or the nigga right here. We won't know who did it. Y'all, it's not right. It's not right. And so where are the people? Where are the, where's anybody? Shit, where's anybody? Where's anybody that's saying? Because to me, I feel like we need to, that's why I was literally, fucked with this bitch from fucking Jamaica. Because, bitch, we all are needing help right now. We're all needing help right now. And calling for separation on the fact that once we're all separated and scattering, and not to mention even Mother Nature don't like us right now because they're cloud seeding. Mind you, more shit that we all talk about that they're doing, but ain't none of us, got together to go storm the building to fucking shut it down. Yeah, Jamaica. It was a girl from Jamaica that was saying. I said this morning before you got here. I was saying the spirit has me now beefing with half the internet, and I'm not even a person that goes caps locking because I was raised by a real black mom that said mind your damn business. You don't go being in people's business. But anyway, I'm scrolling through the For You page, and a girl pops up and she's saying that our American people are black, because she said, she made point to say that it wasn't the white people. She's black, and she's talking down about the black people in America. But I'm sick and tired of the Jamaicans, the Africans, and everybody else of color, the islanders, thinking that they're not black like the black Americans. Bitch, we all, because she said something about the ancestors do their job. Bitch, we got the same fucking ancestors. Like, who the fuck told you that our ancestors was different than yours? You black, I'm black, we black. And until we keep talking about this separation, like, why are we doing that? But you know yourself, it's a thing between black people. Like, they don't want to be the American black. Bitch, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? Like, shut y'all asses up because it sounds stupid. You black, I'm black, we black. All we got the same ancestors, ho. Like, where your ancestors? Where you think your ancestors different than ours? So she was basically trying to talk shit about the Americans and us crying, I guess, about the storm. We not used to that shit. That's how we got on the Texas and the weather type thing, because we not used to tropical storms and fucking tsunamis and shit like that. We don't live like that. So when they come over here, they complain about a lot of shit over here. We get it. You're not used to it. We not used to it. But at the end of the day, we are a group, like all of us. And I don't care what color you are. Because like, y'all know what I be saying. Even the white people, I be calling y'all black too. Like, we all came from the same place. So whether or not y'all don't realize, y'all, just because y'all got a little cut on y'all, a little cut, that's all it is. This one, that one, da 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 da. But all y'all came from the same being, the same entity, the same energy. We all black, all y'all. So even the white people, I be telling y'all black too. So I know the other people be mad at y'all and they don't want to call y'all sis. Yeah, they don't want y'all calling sis and brother. But this ain't that type of channel. You come over here, you can call me sis all day long, as long as you acting like a sis. If you acting like, you want to play both sides of the fence, I ain't fucking with that. Because it's either the one and only God that exists, and you rep God, and that's it, and you love God, and like I said, right is right and wrong is wrong. If you fall under the one and only God that no right is right and wrong is wrong, and not just for when, you doing shit, because even when I'm doing fucked up shit, God know I'm doing fucked up shit. I know I'm doing fucked up shit. I can admit that I'm doing fucked up shit. And I still did it. And I didn't lie about it. Because God saw me. But there's only one. Only one. And if you love God, then you also will come with the energy of God. Meaning, the energy you give is the energy you're going to get. You're going to receive. Because the energy of God is the energy you give is the energy you're going to receive. God is love. But God also will tear you a new one. God will also tear you a new one, because it says that God is a vengeful God. God is an angry God or a scornful God or whatever the hell. Vengeful God is what they said. God also got trained angels that, they got death angels in the Bible. So if you read it, then you know that it's a group of trained angels that will come to murder, kill under God. He didn't need y'all, because he already got angels that'll do it. You got 2025, like, in 5 minutes. Period. I mean, sum it all up. Either way, point blank, period. Like, don't do that. I stay telling people I'm a soldier in the army of the Lord. And me too. Amen, period. Please and thank you. She ain't never lied. Because we going to bring it how it needs to be brought. When God sent us, we going to bring it how it needs to be brought. So what energy did you send that God sent us for? That's why when I be trying to tell people, they come over here, they be talking about some You're spiritual. It's supposed to be love and light. It's love and light, but we know how to fight too. Because how is it anything else? And then God send you to some dark places, and you over here acting like it's bubble gum and ice cream around here. Meanwhile, these niggas is on some different time. They on demon time. And we're not afraid of that because, again, we also talked about how the people that they call demons the most will be the people that try to help you. But then the people that say, oh, God, da-da-da-da-da, be the ones that be swiping right past your ass. Oh, I need help. I'm trying to do this, that, and the third. Da-da-da-da-da. Them people that will say they sit and oh, God, da-da-da-da, will swipe past your ass in a heartbeat and be mad because I cussed. Meanwhile, I cussed and they was doing, the worst of the worst. All I did was cuss. Meanwhile, I ain't did nothing else. I was just sitting here. God know I was cussing. I told y'all, it might take a minute. I've been waiting my whole life to cuss. I'm trying to get it out of my system. But even if I don't, God still love me. I'll probably be at the door opening for you. Welcome to heaven. How can I help you? Oh, wasn't you the one that was out there calling people, da-da-da-da-da? Yeah. And mind you, it was funny because while I found my Muslim partner, right? So this man popped up out of nowhere yesterday, right, y'all? I was cracking up because he was saying, don't watch his walk or something, right? Hold on, let me see if I can find him so I can play it because this man is hilarious. Mind you, he's Muslim, and he talks like how I be talking, and then the people be over there saying, you're not supposed to be saying da 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 da, like all of this shit, right? Let me see if I can find it. What is? Because I didn't follow him. What the hell is this? Fire forces family to jump from balcony in Kentwood, Michigan. Did he just throw that fire though? Why would he put it in the hallway? Look at this. Why would they take that and put it in the hallway of a building and it's on fire? Did he do that intentionally? Let me see if I can find this man. The guy who put the cardboard in front of the door should be charged. Yeah, exactly. I'm so confused. Yeah, because why is he doing that? He's literally taking the thing out of his apartment and putting it into somebody else's right in the hallway. Why wouldn't you throw that outside? That don't make sense. All right, let me see if I can find this man because that's crazy. Like, why the fuck would you do that? Let me see if I can find this man. So anyway, but he's teaching in the process, but he's saying some stuff that, I guess, he shouldn't be saying. What the heck is this? All right, so something about some clothes or something coming up here. Hey, Jess. Where's this man at? Let me see if I can find this man. Sir, where's you at? Can I find all the stuff that I liked on Instagram? Does anybody know how Instagram works? Because I didn't follow him, but I want to see if I reposted or something. Let me just see if I can find him. Maybe he might pop up because the universe been trying to act like they want to show me stuff. But this man, anyway, long story short, he Muslim, but he got a woman that he is dating or is his girlfriend or something. But he be showing, her ass and some other stuff. And Muslim people are not with that. Because I don't think the girlfriend is Muslim, though. And so they keep coming for him. But he was like, don't judge his walk. Because, honey, it's a no. Well, I can't find him. But if I find him, oh, did I share him to the community? Maybe I did. Did I share him in the collective? Because y'all got to see this man. It just cracks me up, though, every time. Because it is a thing where as long as you are, trying to... We may not always be perfect, y'all. God knows your heart. We are here. But even in the process, I even hate saying that because of this. Who is the judger of what you can and cannot do? That's what I'm trying to, because people will say, oh, it's this or oh, it's that. And one of the other things, because it has something to do with Muslim music, like music in Muslim culture, because the Muslims will say it is haram to listen to music. But one of the Muslim brothers was breaking it down, and he was saying that that's not true. I truly enjoyed your live. Before I go, I thought you should know Muslim by definition means submit. So, and this is the thing. So the Muslim community was is upset with him because he's saying, he's on his walk. And so he actually brought the Quran, the paper, the scripture in the Quran to say that. Mind you, just so y'all know, I'm not a religious anything, okay? I grew up Christian. I do what I'm supposed to do, what I'm told. Like I said, even with the covering, I was covering before any religious thing. My covering is between me and God. I'm going to cover, or my lack thereof covering is going to be between me and God. Don't got nothing to do with no, religious nothing. It has to do with my protection. When I went through, the spiritual glitch, as it was, most traumatic thing, but most beautiful thing, it was God also letting me know, keep your skin covered, because spirits jump. And energy and spirits know who you are before you know who you are. And when energy and spirits know who you are, they try to do things to get close to you, get near you, to touch you. So in order to keep me, my spirit, my system clean, cover it up. Cover up your arms, places where people will, try to touch you. I wore gloves when I first went through, that thing, because it was just entirely too much energy for me. And even as I told the people that come to my channel, when that was going, because they was watching everything, my YouTube channel, they watched everything that I went through. I literally would tell them, like, even if I had on something, I could have on my abaya and like a skirt or something, go to the nail shop, getting my toes and everything done. Somebody would figure out a way to come touch me to where my skin was exposed. And it was the craziest thing. I understand exactly where you're coming from. So the lady, and it reminded me, because it's so creepy. Y'all remember the movie where I think Denzel Washington was in it, and he was going by, like, the spirit that they was after kept jumping into different people's bodies and making people do shit? That type of thing. So I'm sitting there, with my toes in the water, and I had my, how they gotta pull up your dress a little bit, but mind you, nobody should have been coming into my space. So the lady that actually owns the nail shop, I guess, we cool, but bitch, she comes, walks up to me. The first place she puts her hand is on my leg where my skin is exposed. Like, why are you touching me? Like, and it's not like I've always had an issue with, people just randomly coming out of nowhere. Don't forget to read the second half of my message above the last one you read. Okay, let me go back. I'm sorry, I didn't see it. Forgive me. Where you at? Out of nowhere, she comes and she touches me on my leg, but instantly she looks at me, because I looked at her like, why the fuck, out of all the places you could have came and touched me? Oh, you said before that one. I don't see it. What was before that? Because the only thing I see before that one was, I truly enjoyed the live. I don't see anything else before that. So it must have, I stay telling people I'm a soldier. For that one or something else? I looked at her like, what I'm saying? Why did you come and touch? She was just saying hi or whatever, but literally, y'all don't realize how energy moves and these spirits move, but even how much energy you absorb from a person, even during your nails or, hands. Like, I don't wear nail polish or any of that, because at first I used to wear nail polish, but then I started thinking that I was allergic to the shit, because my nails would get cold as if my hands were absorbing the nail polish. And mind you, I love getting my nails done, but it would happen so often that I'm like, that don't feel right. Why is my nails cold? Like, whatever that is bleeding into my system. So I started also watching that. But anyway, long story short, that same day, after I got done with them, like all day long, and I kid you not, craving Vietnamese food, because of the fact that now that I done absorbed some of her. Either way, long story short, y'all, energy, spirits jump. And so be mindful, of what's happening around you. All right. And the people that try to come into your space, and the people that are touching and everything else. But yeah, that was the reason for the covering before everything else. So while I'm over here, it is also in the learning. And this is why I also say, when like the Christian people come, because they always come over here with the pointing fingers and, trying to make me out to be something that I ain't never claimed and I'm not claiming. Um, I love God. Right is right, wrong is wrong. I understand right and wrong. I may not understand everything that's happening at this moment in time and how we even got here, but I am able to articulate how I feel, about certain situations, how I feel about, spiritual or religious stuff. And as far as I'm concerned about the religious stuff, I feel like God brought me over here for one, structure and things of that nature, but I also feel like I learned the studies of. It's like Jesus going to the mystery schools and things of that nature. And although the Christians don't want to accept it or talk about it, Jesus did go to different areas, I want to say, because it's different religious areas too. But this is how certain things actually got learned and talked about even in the Bible, because I don't even understand why the Christian people don't understand that the way they explained how Jesus prayed is the same way these people over here pray. And all I know is when I got over here, it felt like love. It felt like heaven. And I don't maybe even condone a lot of the shit that the people over here even do. You know what I mean? Because some of the stuff is, I feel like it's hoarding, like putting people together and trying to just to get people to force to do what you want them to do. And there's also some stuff that, like I said, I just don't agree with. I don't subscribe. But I subscribe to God all the way 110%. And until it's my next assignment for me to go to the next place to learn whatever it is, I'm gonna be sitting here doing what I'm supposed to do until then. But I don't even understand how I got here either. My covering and my hijab, though, I'm keeping it. I love it. For me, it makes me feel like, even I can wear my hair out and I'm a beautiful person. I love me. But I feel more beautiful when I do have my hijab on and I'm, and everything. But again, a lot of these things are taking place in the middle of a whole total transition of. I'm loving my lock journey. It's so many things that I'm able to love, and it's just like I can be here and I can have my hijab, covering my hair, but y'all have to be mindful. Hair is energy. It's also a plant. I have to take it off. I have to be out in the sun. I have to, let nature fully engulf me. So even when people be like, "Oh, you don't have your hijab on today," mind your business, worry about yourself. This is between me and God, because I gotta go outside and I gotta, it's like a plant. It has to have sunlight. It has to have water. It has to have nourishment. That is how your hair grows. Mind you, my hair, ever since the change, because I told you I cut my hair off completely bald. Like I was a bald headed hoe when I started the journey, right? My hair is growing faster than it's ever grown in life. It's nothing but God. I'm going to follow your page. Oh, I will definitely be following everybody back. So do not even think that I ain't, because I follow everybody back, honey. I just be waiting until I get off here because I can't. So I will definitely be following you back. Okay, let me cover this up. When I get the information together, I will share with you some. Thank you. Thank you so much. I definitely appreciate it. But yeah, so people will come and they'll say certain things, but they fail to realize Christian people cover their hair. It's certain Christian people that cover their hair as well. It's some Muslim people that don't cover their hair. So it don't even matter. People fail to realize like that symbolizes nothing, because it's people that do and people that don't. That's just it. And it's just one of the things that I love. But I also love my journey and my locks and everything else. So sometimes I want to show them to you, and again, it's between me and God. And you know that's another thing. Like even when I am married or anything else, there's certain places that my husband may want me to wear a hijab to. I don't mind that, because again, if I marry a person, that's my guardian, that's the person that God put in of me, then in protection and guardianship of me, then I'm gonna respect my husband, and I'm gonna be making sure that I do what I need to do. But my husband also will have a very good understanding of me. So, and I don't have, and honestly, submission is not even a problem for me. That's not even a thing. I know people think that I'm a rebellious spirit, and I am, but also I'm under God's submission. I do what I'm supposed to do when I'm told. Absolutely, the Christian women are supposed to actually cover their heads, and so must the actual and let me see, and so must the actual. She said, "Oh, The knowledge in here runs deep. I love it. I love it here. And period, honey. Children of Yeshua. All right, so I got another question because I know I hear a lot of people saying that, but you know there's another name, and I'd like to know because this is the thing, and this is where me and the Christian, and I don't mean Christian people that are now, I mean the Christian people who try to corrupt the system, you know what I mean? They try to mess up everything. Um, I don't know where I was reading it at, but it tells you how many names that God has. Like God has this many names. It's not just, the one, right? But there is one that is not written. But for some reason, I feel like the Haitian Bible has it and we just don't have it. And so this is where I have an issue with, them folks, because when a lot of people get into heaven or wherever, Jannah, somebody has to explain and somebody has to atone for the corruption. And it's not going to be the people that were led astray from what I feel like, other than the fact that you should have went and looked. It's like what I say about my family. They're diehard Christians. If it's not in that book, they do not care. They will stand you down and, it's in that book and nothing else. But mind you, society, knowledge, history, their story, everybody says there's other books that were removed, were taken away. They gave you this because they wanted to make sure that they put you in a box. They wanted to enslave your mind. They wanted to enslave your generations. If you already know that, why are you quoting to me anything that's not whole and complete? Because that book is not whole and complete. It's almost like what I said to y'all about when I got online in the middle of the night and whoever was dealing with court with the kids, and I said, don't take your children out of state because your children are actually a ward of the court. Your children do not belong to you. Even after you push them out of your puss, they don't belong to you. They are a ward of the state. So until you go to court to get them from the state, they don't belong to you, right? So that was one of the things. Then the other thing was, we don't get told any of this. Like literally when you have babies and things of that nature, this is not something that you were told. She said, I can answer those questions. Could you give me the questions you want answered in a message? Well, I don't know, possibly. Because really, and it's like a thing where technically if I really want the answer, I would just have to ask God. But I think it's just the fact that we sitting here and these are some of the things that I always say, like, if something is corrupted and changed to benefit the people that, are trying to be in control of. So as I was giving them that story, I said that their dad wanted to fight me. So because he wanted to fight me, he enlisted his sisters, to help. But when he enlisted his sisters to help, he didn't tell them the whole story. And because he didn't tell them the whole story, then the information was corrupted. So when they gave him what to do to me to try to beat me, he couldn't beat me because they didn't have the whole story. A person can only win with the whole story. You might half-ass accidentally win, or, unless you get the downloads and this, that, and the third, but you need the whole entire story in order for... So he couldn't win. He couldn't win because he lied to his sisters too. You have to have the whole entire story. You can't give me half of a meal and then, or half of a story and expect me to give you, the clues and the tools to everything else. Like I've been asking for Ethiopian Bible for a while, and but I don't want it from the one that they got online. Like I want it from an Ethiopian person. I want it from the place, because of the fact that I feel like that would be the way that it's not corrupted, because I don't know what they done, and I just don't trust them. They have never given me a reason to trust them, because every chance they get, they try to figure out a way to lie. And my spirit tells me to have discernment that they're not. Yes, I am Muslim right now. I'm Muslim. I became a revert in 2022. April 17th, 2022, I became a revert. And that was even based off of God. I got told to go there. It wasn't because I just automatically, oh, it was this. No, I got told to go there. So I did what I was supposed to do. It's just like the same thing when I asked about my soul tribe. Like, where's my soul tribe? God said, ask for your soul tribe. It's been since 2021, 2022, I've been asking, and everybody's showing up slowly but surely. And as I told everybody, like, why I got sent there, because I'm not a religious person. To me, I feel like that's just a way to control everybody that is under religion. It seems like they use it, people, because people have flaws, and maybe they just don't know, but that's just the way they are. People will try to use it always to control. It's just like, even when some Muslims come over here, a lot of the Muslims though are very open and welcoming. And I don't know how long you've been here, if you came around, but I have always said, like, sooner or later God's gonna give me even the Muslim family that I'm supposed to go into, because I'm supposed to learn. I haven't learned the things that I'm supposed to learn, like, really fully in yet, because none of my family's Muslim. Okay, so eventually God will give me the family to go into, but I'm not supposed to pick up a whole lot of bad behavior, because what I've also come to find out is, after I became a revert, because it was so beautiful between me and God and coming over here, what I learned was, we at 50K, period. Period. What I learned, oh, thank y'all. Thank y'all. Majestic Grace, you've been popping that button. Please and thank you. I love you. Thank you. Y'all, Majestic Grace got us going. You're posting after Big Mama. Yes, I am. I'm posting after again. Yeah, I'll be back on anyway, because I gotta just go check on my son, see what he needs, because I done been sitting here since 8:15. So I'm gonna go check on my son, see what he needs. If he needs something to eat, then I'm gonna go and get him his food and do what I gotta do with him, and then I'm gonna be right back. It's Friday, and y'all have another message today, so there's for that too. But anyway, so after I became Muslim, is when then the other stuff started to happen, because then I learned that there was Sunni Muslims, there was the Nation of Islam, and for some reason initially it was like I was learning a lot of Nation of Islam stuff, because even in my cards, when I was doing my cards for the writing the messages and stuff, it has a lot of, like, I don't know if they're called 5%ers, like, the ones that, or if it was just the Nation of Islam, and they were trying to teach me the mathematics. So come to find, because I didn't know what that was at first, until another Muslim guy that is from where I was saying something to him about the things that I was learning, and then I didn't realize that these Muslims got an issue with these Muslims, because and I don't got time for that. Like, it keeps being a thing where elitism is a hell of a drug. That's where that keeps coming from, because somebody always has to feel better. We can be in the same group, right? And then I still got to feel better than you, because you're not this part. It's like even in, like, the zodiac signs, how I'm February 19th, so I'm a cusp baby, Aquarius and Pisces. There's an issue between the February Pisces and the March Pisces. Everybody says they're not the same. There's an issue between, like, it keeps being a thing. Somebody has to make themselves feel better than somebody else, other than saying we are the collective, we are a group, and this is just what it is. I don't have to feel better than you to make myself feel better. I know that I'm just a part of the collective, and maybe my assignment might be better than different than yours. It's not better than yours. You may think that it's better than yours because, oh, I get to sit in front of, the people, thousands of people, and they get to know my name and my face. Meanwhile, back at band camp, I got stage fright. Meanwhile, back at band camp, I get a little bit nervous when too many people are watching me, because what the fuck is you looking at me for? Like, you know what I mean? I'm used to, like, trying to do this, but always in my life it keeps being this, like, you got to be in front of the camera. Meanwhile, let me record, because I'm good at recording. I can do that. I could do, like, I can even create the script, like, but sitting in front of the camera was not what I want to do. Like, when I'm sitting in front of the camera, I'm having a good time. I may have had a glass of wine, and I may just be out here playing in everybody's face right now. That's how I used to post content. I be, drinking my wine or having my Ciroc. I be out by my pool, chilling, listening to music. Like, that's how I used to post content. I didn't post content to where I had to come and sit in front of everybody, and then every word that I said was now being, watched and heard, and what did she say, and why she say that, and No problem with anyone. We agree to disagree. Period. Definitely. So, but as of now, yes, I am under Muslim guardianship. So my husband definitely has to be Muslim. Um, I love that for me because honestly, I love everything about it when it pertains to what it's really supposed to be. Like when things are right, I love everything about it. So as long as it's what it's supposed to be, I'm totally here for it. But I don't want to argue with no other Muslims about, you know what I'm saying, what I'm supposed to do or what I'm not supposed to do or what I'm doing that you don't like. Like I ain't asked you. You gonna need to go talk to God, like for real, for real. That thing that they told you about your duas and your sunas and like go deal with God. Go talk to God about it. You can even go talk to God about me, so that way God can give you the download to let you know that I'm off limits. Like don't talk about her. So definitely, please go to God about me. I tell everybody that real quick. But I love it here. I'm not gonna lie. Like even after the fact, of me sitting here, I love it here. And if it turns into where I can definitely take care of the things, my lifestyle, and make sure that I don't have to, deal with nobody's funky ass son trying to play in my face and give me, less than and everything else. And I get to, live the life of what I want to and be soft enough for a man to really come in and, take care of me the way that they should and me take care of them the way that I should. I'm all for it. I'm all for it. So all I wish for people to know is that I'm not going to lie for them. I'm not going to. Right is right and wrong is wrong. That's what I got to say. So don't ever expect for me to sit in front of y'all and give y'all no, blow smoke up your ass because I ain't got it. And mind you, I don't got it because I'm going to be in trouble. And I'm not going to get in trouble for none of y'all. That's just how that goes for me. Because God don't have no problem with making sure I get my ass, handed. I done definitely done got my ass handed. Mind you, I be hard-headed sometimes, so I done been that too. Don't act like I ain't just grow up and you know what I mean. I done been hard-headed. I done got told not to do stuff. Don't help this person because you're using your gift in a way to, do wrong. Still did it because I was, not listening to God and in love and this, that, and the third, and got my ass beat. Got in trouble, fall from grace, like everything. Like you can't, I cried. I don't know if any of y'all know how it feels to be disconnected from God. And literally, although even, I had to laugh at myself because, I might have been taken a little bit too far because, I'd be traumatized. But I can laugh at myself now as to even then God still was helping me. But I felt like I had, got cast out and everything else and do it yourself. It wasn't a really good feeling. That's how I got my ass to Texas because that was the last and final thing that God was going to say to me. You leave from here because you're not going to be good staying here. And then, mind you, had nothing else to say to me after that because if you can do it, then do it yourself. But I said, go. So I could have stayed. I could have done, whatever. Where I would be after that, I don't know. But I left and my life turned out to be amazing. Even through all the stuff that I done gone through, did I wish to go through, some of the struggles, this and the third? I didn't even have to. My brother warned me, when God was saying, leave this nigga where they need to be. Like, people showed up to even warn me after that. I still did it. But I also told y'all that I'm a person who, sometimes I just be touching stuff. I hear the message and the warning myself. Like, even when they told me, when they came to tell me, I also had gotten other warnings as well. But you want what you want. You know what they say, the heart wants what the heart wants. Yeah, and that's why I'm in the middle of right now. You already know. All right, y'all, that's about to hang up. So they got hung up on y'all. Either way. So I love y'all, and we going to go on and get up out of here because they got hung up on too. So I will see y'all. I think the message tonight is at 9:15, but I'll probably be way before then. So I love y'all and see y'all later.